And thank y'all for being here. Let's see. We are returning to do more art as tonight's the final stream before I take next week off to prepare for the re-debut with the new model. So yeah, mostly it's just gonna be kind of like laid back vibes. Nothing too intense. I probably am not gonna start a project. Honestly, I might have. I'm like, at current rate things are going, January might not have a piece finished for it in the end of the year, whatever. But yeah, welcome on in Soyreal, welcome on in Sanctival, glad to have you, Sweet Beans, welcome on in Bearded, welcome on in Pseudo, welcome on in Kosai, welcome on in Pseudo Wolf, glad to have you, Sweet Beans, welcome on in Ilianos, Casper Hal, glad to have you. What else we got? Let me see. Welcome on in Jake Bing. Welcome on in Casper Howells and Tom Mays. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in Mystic Wind. Glad to have you as well. Ivan Art and Fine Point, you Sweet Beans. We go to shout out for Ivan Art real quick. If you're not already following, Ivan is a spectacular artist. He draws very handsome, big, thick men, which I'm... Oh, did I just fucking... I'm so sorry, Ivan. Apparently it has been a day and a half. But yeah, we're doing art. There we go. Don't mind me. Don't mind me being a goober. Also, we're joined by Phoenix. Hello. Oh, wait.
Hold on, I'm a mouthful.
Well, shit, I forgot. Chris, get off him. Chris was trying to get that cheese. Chris will be sitting on your head.
Yeah, fine.
All right. But yeah, so let me see, Tuesday. Oh my god, we're starting with Buddy Holly, but there is no guitar.
You do this to yourself, Bird.
Is it weird that like this is kind of a jam? Like this version of Buddy Holly is kind of a jam. Oh shit, man, I bat my mic real fucking hard. Without the guitar, it's just kind of like a vibe. Shouldn't we disconnect Starky's life support? 4 votes for yes, it's his time to go. Sorrel read the same fucking Sorrel read the same poll on James' stream, and it was like unanimous. It's like, oh no, James, you get to live. Starky, eat shit, man. Oh my god. But you know, so I've broken this. What the fuck is wrong with my brain today? Something about the fucking like. Because like I actually just basically I was working the entire day at work, but like there was nothing. Basically, my entire job was like, hey, this isn't working. Any ideas? So like even though it was like, oh, I have a thing to work on today, I didn't. I basically got nothing done. But yeah, so James hasn't been fundamentally broken by Soyreal. I mean, neither have I.
Rats.
What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
I was working today at work.
Listen, you're not wrong, but also, it has been a weird. I don't know. The current job I have definitely has days where I'm like, there's just nothing for me to do.
I will remind you that we are at the tail end of the holiday season.
Yeah. Sorry, this is actually a jam. Bro worked. I did. So I basically looked through all the things that like I have. Oh, Dress the Wolf. Thank you for follow. Welcome to that check. What have you, Sweet Bean? So I broke it down into things. So like the check plus is like I feel relatively confident that like I know how to draw it at a presentable level. Welcome on in Blue. Thank you for the time loop. You shout for Blue Cubby. For those who don't know, or are new here, the time loops are Dino dunks me with the core pellet, plays token a but it never starts, and he tries to look, there's a 1 in 13 chance we escape. If the pull is tight, so I guess to decide if the life support is disconnected. I've hit a low on Starkey. They were shutting out Blue Cubby, by the way. But yeah. So I kind of broke it down into things that like, it's like check plus is I'm relatively confident. Check is like I have a structure for how I approach it. And if it's blank, I have no fucking clue. I need to figure out like a tip or trick to be like, oh, okay, here's how I would draw this for any given scenario. So that's the high priorities right now are figuring out how to draw muscle guts, softer tummies, backs, and then hands, like hand pobs. Welcome on, Kronos. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Well, Starky, chat voted yes, it's your time to go. You're getting freed from this mortal coil. Congratulations. Finally, the sweet release of death.
This is your fastest stream yet.
Welcome on to People's Juice. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. All right. So the question is, what do I start on? I feel like, so backs are like complicated, but they're also like very rarely drawn. So I feel like hands and the tum subcategories are probably higher priority. This is a banger. Toss and I turn and I dream of what I mean. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with, let's start with muscle guts, which I guess this will also turn someone into like a pec study. I first heard this in Saints Row 3rd. I think I first heard this from Shrek 2.
I have not thought about Saints Row the Third in forever.
Yeah, the first time I think I heard of Holding Out for a Hero was probably Shrek 2. Which is really fucking funny because she's like, oh yes, C minor, let's put the song in C minor, and then the song is actually like in fucking like D flat, no, not D flat. Like, you know, it's like in fucking like E flat minor or something.
Well, yeah, what's the musical joke there? Because I feel like there's something. Like, is that a scale that it's meant to be like low key?
I think the joke is that the only joke I could think of is it's basically one of those like, oh yeah, she doesn't actually fucking know what she's talking about. She has like these grand designs and like no one actually is listens or cares about what she's going on.
Because as a kid, I just assumed that she was just being we're gonna do something nice and slow. Person that's bad at karaoke kills it at karaoke.
Well, it's because it's like, it's a very like, if you're wanting something played outside of its usual key, which let me look up real quick. Holding Out for a Hero key. It's an A minor.
I believe the original song is by Bonnie Tyler.
Yes, it is originally an A minor. The most popular key among minor keys, and the seventh most popular among all keys. Fascinating. Like, there's a few videos where people actually make it in C minor. Yeah, so like I think the joke is that she's a fucking control freak because she would only like basically change the key it is in to specifically suit her needs. And the fact that she sings it in A minor, like she doesn't actually adjust her vocal pitch to move it up to C minor, is a key that she has grand designs that she never actually has like the thoughts to like fulfill properly. That's the only thing I can think of from a storytelling perspective. It's also might be one of those like the writers actually don't know what they're talking about moments. Oh, that's right. I'm looking for visual references. I have to fucking add the minus AI's tags.
Yeah. Did you hear about what Facebook's doing?
Oh, where it's making fucking AI accounts.
Yep.
It's committing. It's just actively committing dead internet theory.
Yep.
That's really fucking funny.
I think one of Facebook's like lead folk are on record saying that their goal is infinite growth.
Eddie Hall, low key. Eddie Hall, I think, is like my biggest celebrity crush. I'm a big fan of Eddie Hall. To explain to you, I've been on your thirsty streams. You're good. Okay. I wasn't sure like if it was one of the because like I've mentioned it like once or twice. The KK slider one slaps though.
Every time you talk about your ideal body type,
Well, yeah, but
which is maybe once every 2 weeks.
I haven't talked about it that much. Big man. Listen, this is definitely like close. Like this is basically more or less my ideal, and in regards of what I would want for myself, but also like what I'm most attracted to. I'm curious to see the Ouroboros events that is AI eating itself. I mean, there is actually like, I'm sure you can look up examples of like the results of AI inbreeding.
Yeah, it poisons itself. What we call AI generation cannot survive without actual fresh artists to throw into it.
What the fuck is? Hold up. What? This is from the Queens of a League subreddit. It's genuinely a good reference, but also, what the fuck is Queens of League?
League of Legends, maybe?
I'm wondering.
I'm trying to think of a League of Legends character with that body type besides Tam Kench, though. But then my reference for League characters went out the window 5 years ago, so...
The most iconic League of Legends subreddits. I guess it's for the League of Legends people who are gay. Okay. So one of the other slightly annoying things is you also have to fucking add, instead of like just minus AI, you also have to add minus diffusion as well. Because they'll be like, oh, it's not AI, it's stable diffusion. It's like, fuck off. What's up, Chris?
In terms of dead internet theory, we have Starky getting replaced with Hatsune Miku in a crow onesie, Facebook eye profiles and more.
Oh yeah, this is something I gotta like do a little bit of practice on. Oh, I actually recognize this person. Yep. I got it. I got when I was Google searching. I got a person who's actually on Twitch, which is funny enough.
There's a reason why some of my folks I follow on Blue Sky I just use for body models.
Honestly, fair enough. Evelyn mains in another place for gay League mains. Like if you play Evelyn in League, you are not straight. I don't know enough about League to understand that assertion, but I trust you. Okay.
Starkey, what goal do we have to hit to watch you play League on stream?
Fucking okay. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? If I hit partner, I'll do like a 3-hour stream playing League of Legends with Papa Mutt. I will go Teemo. I will go mid the entire time.
What will be worse, doing that or dragging Papa Mutt through Dota?
To be fair, Toto's a good game. Papa Mutt would just be screaming the whole time. I would be able to carry us through Dota.
They're the same game.
No.
They're the same game.
I'm gonna fight you.
They're the same game.
Don't you fucking say that to me.
One, Papa knows how to play, and the other, Papa doesn't know how to play.
That's fair.
Also, if I remember correctly, Papa's currently was torturing friends today on cooking.
Oh, 100%. Funnily enough, he actually almost got close to making a correct meatloaf. He had like all of the right ingredients. He just fucked up the ratios.
To be fair, meatloaf is one of those like family things where everyone makes it differently.
Yeah. Okay, so
almost like Chili's.
He also almost exploded an air fryer. You can't fuck up this ratio. Oh my god. Okay, so like this build is like actually like very standard, which is kind of nice. Like there's not necessarily like is it because as I'm looking at breaking this down into shapes, it's like, you know, you have the pecs is basically it's almost just like 3 circles.
So I would recommend. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I recommend turning all those images opacity down and just drawing your things on top of it. That way you can see your line work better.
Where the rats?
What's up, Chris?
Hey ya, hey yeah.
Killing it, Chris. But yeah, no. This is I love Hey welcome on to Shannon. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. And Lucy lose. I want you all on your baddest behavior. Okay. Welcome on, Gary, and how could you?
Do you like this? Do you like this?
Wah, 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 wah.
Garion, how could you? Welcome on, Gary. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We shout for Garion. We're listening to KK Slider. But yeah,
I mean, Starky, some folks would pay to have Gary and gag them.
You know, fair enough. But sadly, Garion's more on the vanilla side of things.
I know. I mean, I don't know about that, but gagging's pretty vanilla.
Okay, so this also comes back to like a thing that Boyle Francis taught me, is like basically trying to break down the like, oh, have I been overdoing this the entire? Oh my god, being grabbed is pretty vanilla, Starky. Being gagged, not grabbed. Excuse me, hand tracking? Hand tracking having a moment?
I mean, most people get gagged if their gag reflex ain't good.
Okay. Because like this, there was a thing that Francis taught me, which is like if we break the like the chest, the front side of the chest down. Like we have the pecs here. I fucked up the left side. It's fine. It's asymmetrical boobas. But like it's like you basically have to like consider where the rib cage is, and then that like you can use that to kind of like figure out where the tum would be.
Yeah, because the tum extends out from under the rib cage.
Yeah. To summon me, welcome on a YFT. Glad you're sleeping. It's like drawing the other eye. Okay. That's the fucking biggest artist struggle of all time, though, because it's like, oh, you draw the first eye perfectly. Oh, welcome on to Silver. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we also go shout for Silver? The first eye you draw like perfectly.
7 months of burb.
Without even fucking trying, And then the other eye is just. This is every time I try to draw fucking expressions. It's like, the first eye is great. Second eye, I want to die.
Why don't you just copy it and then flip it and then move it?
That really only works for front views, though, because like
I'm talking about it in this scenario.
I mean, that's fair enough. What can help with this is to define the eye area. I suppose that's fair. Because like if I were to do it here, I'd be like, basically like basically some amount of this is getting cut off by the curvature of the face.
We've officially hit the point in your art journey where you don't listen to me when I tell you things. So
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Exactly.
No. Since like okay, because you basically said like this is a way to do it for front facing. The problem is front facing positions are so rare.
Oh no, I'm aware of that. For example, traditional eye distance is one eye apart from each other.
Yes. So like if I actually were to draw like
Mm-hmm.
if I were to draw the other eye, I would measure this distance and then
if you're having trouble if you're having trouble scaling with it, remember that the eyes are roughly level on the face, so you can just do a line across the face to indicate where the center of the eye is.
And then we add the lips. That's this. No. A tip that I learned is to copy the first eye by either tracing paper or copy pasting. It depends on the medium. Okay, so the big thing with that is like it doesn't necessarily take into account other like facial structures. So like it kind of works, but like you would basically need to like, you know, if this is like say like an like a face at like, you know. And after you place a second, I do a canvas flip and use the transform tool to drag into a vertical position. For furries, it's a little bit like more extreme because we have the snouts. So like, you know, you would have like basically the eye being cut off here.
Yeah, but that adds the additional problem of can you see the eye from this angle?
Yeah. Oh, so welcome on Dumtish. Glad to have you, sweet Bane. I should probably not be just. The entire point of this is to have like a doodle sheet, so I probably shouldn't be deleting things as they happen.
Make a new layer and then hide it.
That's fair. But you know, so like, also this is like genuinely kind of a good. This is like these are also good resources for me to just like look at and have like a better idea, because like again we have like this kind of like this is the rib cage, and like I think part of what I was trying to do. Do you have pure ref, Starky? I do not. What is pure ref? Because like I think one thing that I was trying to do, which now I realize why why I was doing that, and B, why it was a mistake. What kind of degeneracy am I looking at? I'm trying to figure out how to draw big thick men. It's a good tool to throw pictures like this into. Pure ref. Let me do a quick Google. A simple reference image viewer. Organize your inspiration and speed up your creative process with PureRef. Looking respectfully. None of us are looking respectfully. Starkey wants to be dummy thick. Here's the thing. I already am dummy thick.
No, you're not.
You need a big, thick men. I don't mind being your model. Can we shout out for Jay, by the way? Jay Heckin' super sweet bean. Also, very big bear derg, which I am a big fan of. My second soda was almost a bear, and I went with Bear Dragon. It was a four-way tie. It was a three-way tie between Bear, Badger, and Saint Bernard. And then I was like, someone pointed out like, oh, you know, if like dragons can have those like the like behemoth curves, like the behemoth horns, which I'm a big fan of. At which point I was like, oh yeah. Bears are a minority.
Not on this stream.
I definitely qualify as a bear. It took me a while to realize that. But
I'm staying quiet on this.
shut up. In real life. Welcome on in, Big. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Go back into the kitchen. If St. Bernard, you can carry around alcohol. But like, okay, so this is actually sincerely like good for me to do studies of, because like what I used to do when I was like shaping out the chest, looking at strongmen, yes, absolutely, was I would basically, so like the structure I've been shown was like, okay, you know, you have here where the sternum is, and the skeleton, and then you know the ribs actually kind of extend downwards and then around, because like they go around the body.
Okay. So
But
this is just
because of the angle, like, you know, because of the angle that's actually going on here, that's closer. Like if we X-ray through the front ribs to see the back of the rib cage, that's kind of where it would be. But because of the angle, like it's basically just like a sinusoidal wave. What I would a lot of the times do is basically extend it beyond what you would be reasonably seeing. So I'd be like, oh, you know, I'd be trying to do like the dip, and it would always look weird. And now I see why. It's because it's basically like at 3/4 angle, you're only seeing like the curve up to the certain point. I'm sorry, what were we gonna say?
No, you're good. Two things. One, it's very funny watching your hands clip into each other, make it look like you spiked your knuckles.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Sorry, what was that?
Two, no, you're good. But two, you're far enough in your art journey where I'm no longer going to be giving unsolicited advice, because you have enough of an idea of what you're doing that you don't need other people other people throwing stuff into the mix.
That's fair.
I will help out when you ask, but yeah. The main thing I'm going to recommend, though, with my only piece of unsolicited advice today, is if you're actually doing a study on the human body, stick with actual images and not drawn ones.
Yeah, so like this is like, because like I can take the thinking. Like if I break this down into shapes, I can kind of figure out what they were doing. This is like, because basically what they're doing here is they're exaggerating a lot of the ideas that we're seeing here. You know,
correct. They're exaggerating for example, in this end, they're exaggerating the tum by making the upper body look much smaller.
Yes.
Same with the arms.
Also, welcome on Big Crossbar and Lock. What have you, Sweet Beans? Starts bringing math into discussion. Listen, there's only, in order to power the horny, you have to think real hard.
To translate that, everyone processes art their own way, and that's the best way for Starky to understand what's going on.
I usually just draw a rectangle that shapes into pecs. There is actually a Kiki Flip Notes animation that is like one of the best tutorials on how to draw pectoral muscles that I've ever seen. The idea is that basically pecs are like this really weird pentagon shape, because you have like, they're basically like not quite vertical lines, but like very, very close. And then so like that's your not the clavicle. Is it clavicle? What's the bone right here? Like that's like, I think that's clavicle. Okay, if I can draw, which I can't. Clavicle is top, sternum is middle. Okay, what's up, Crisp?
Hey y'all, it's your boy Crisp here. Can you count to Grimm's number?
Count to Graham's number? No. No one can count to Graham's number. That number is too big. Yeah, so like this is the basic structure of pectorals that like I like the Kiki's Flip Note thing showed, is like basically you have this is the sternum, this is the clavicle, this is basically the armpit / where the pectoral muscles connect to the arm. Or no. This is where the pecs connect to the arm. Welcome on, Irish. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. This is the armpit, and then this is the bottom of the pecs. So this is where your rib cage and your stomach connect. Oh, welcome on, I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Speaking of armpits, I was like somewhat surprised to see that Cyrus had an armpit emote, if just because like it was like the first time I'd seen it. Because I've found Cyrus's FA. I found a lot of people FAs. So like I know what a lot of my friends are into. I think it's new. Yeah, I think that's the big thing. I was like, huh, that's new. A friend of mine draws pecs like oval, and it usually looks pretty nice. To be fair, a lot. So like, this is something I should be doing more as an artist, and like something I probably like could reasonably justify spending entire studies doing. So this is the rough shape of a pectoral, and then basically what you're doing is you're smoothing it out. You know, to like actually like make the pecs like look human, because humans aren't made of rough shapes. But I think it's new. It's like me having a belly emote. You know, fair enough. Also, one thing I struggle with a little bit is like, because like the clavicle, I guess the top of the pec, like how there's like this little space here between the neckline and the clavicle that like I always kind of struggle to like bring into the view. But I'm already learning good stuff. Arm crease, pectoral muscle. There you go. Well, thank you, Big Crossbar, for the 70 stream streaky, Sweet Bean. Oh no, my perfect 69 streak got ruined exactly when Starky was being sus. To be fair, we were sus Tuesday, at least a little bit. It was a lot more like, oh god, what am I looking at? A lot less like, okay, I already have an idea of what I'm looking at. Galvin still got me beat though. Oh yeah. To be fair, I think it helps that Galvin is an artist, so one who specializes in tums. Also, like, actually, this image as a ref is fucking spectacular, because we have two different people with very similar builds, but one with clothes and one without. Welcome on in, Codename. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. 25. Happy to thank you for the 25 stream streaky, Sweet Bean. Okay. Two types of squish. I admire the dedication to the craft. Okay. Because like this is why I struggle a little bit with some of the details is because like the image quality isn't necessarily high enough resolution. Chest pills are nice, exactly. Which is kind of like why I want to be able to draw is because there's like actually is it just I want to learn so I can draw Starky, but cursed in a subtle way where you would need to be experienced artist to understand why it looks wrong.
Hi.
Welcome on in, Amber's. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean.
Hi. Hi.
Because like with this, like we don't even get, you know, there's basically the top of the pecs is very clearly visible. But like we actually, you know, we basically don't get the shape. We kind of just get like this implied curve here by the nature of this is some science. Welcome on in, Scribbly. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Kush over Z. Z is actually also an artist, an absolutely spectacular one. I'm doing studies because art is hard and drawing people is difficult. Oh yeah, no, we are vibing. We're doing. So currently, you're spectacular. No, you. Go give Z a check out. So basically, I wrote down like the parts that I'm trying to do. I'm just an artist. I mean, hey, there's a market for that. I wrote down all of the parts that like I need to practice. Like the check plus is like I feel relatively comfortable drawing something like that. The check is like I have a structure in my head of how I would go about working on it. And then like the blanks are like I have no clue. So this is like kind of just me breaking down the shapes. Trying to figure out who to shout out because I don't see him. Oh, Scribbly Noodle. Scribbly Noodle is the Twitch account. Z is their Sona name. Sorry about that. Why are there KK references or KK versions of so many cursed songs? Oh my god, you are playing Spiritfarer. How did Spiritfarer is my second favorite all-time game, so Twitch won't let me have just Z. Understandable. I love the degree to which Skivity keeps getting caught by Automod. I'm almost done in Ah. Oh my god. That game definitely broke me. It's okay, part of why it broke me was I played Spiritfarer after beating Amori in the year at the beginning of the first year of the pandemic. So it was like 2021. I was about to graduate. I had just beaten Amori and I played Spiritfarer, and it fucking destroyed me. It was definitely not smart, but it was actually a good way to get the bad brain chemicals out. Oh my god, Ilianos. Is it another thing? Is it the thing I'm thinking of, Ilianos? All right. You need more references of strongmen? Just let me know, Starky. I mean, hey, I sincerely, I'm happy to have all the references I want. Or, hey, Brian, you want to run that one? Do you want to run that one through the filter again?
Starkey will take all the hot picks that you folk want to send, but please be respectful.
Yes. Like, I actually like for friends. I've seen a lot of my friends. You know, I've seen a decent number of my friends' nudes. So like, and I don't necessarily mind receiving it from friends. That having been said, I actually the thing where I'm like, don't just send it out of the blue. Let's have a rapport first before I get nudes.
I wasn't talking about nudes. I was just talking about pictures.
That's fair. Maybe I was being presumptive. But also, yes, I appreciate any form of like visual reference. For real. Here's the thing, it's like for me there's like a break point where like it's hard to describe. So like I'm Demi. So there's some amount of like, you know, I have to have a pretty deep emotional connection before I'm like, oh yeah, this, you know, I feel okay being overtly sexual with you. Visual reference. That is a good visual reference. But yeah, no, like, but also I was raised by a nurse. So for me, a lot of human like biology is like, you know, they're like, oh, like, you know, it's like, oh, that's so gross. And I'm just like, that's literally just people goo. You know, that's trying to be honest, but yes, my bad. Sorry. But you know, I'm also a fellow Demi. It's just really funny because there are definitely certain times where I'm like, I have to remind myself, oh yeah, normal people can't just like. There was a time one of my friends was like he like hurt himself pretty severely with a chainsaw. Luckily he was like not like what's a crisp Tumbeat. Luckily he was like safe. Like there was like no actual like permanent damage, but
Spin!
He was definitely like, you know, he took a picture of it. And like I looked at that, I'm like, that is one of the cleanest cuts I've ever seen.
Spin!
It's just like, it's, you know, hey, it's I wasn't even like, ew, that's disgusting. Like I did actually ask for it. But even then I was like, you know what?
Spin!
That's just kind of cool. Me looking at some random naked person naked. Me looking at my bestie's spice. Damn, man, nice job. It's so funny to me. Because I went to Pride. I went to Indianapolis Pride in 2023.
Are you talking which one? Are you talking when we went to the event, or are you talking about when we went to the restaurants?
When we went to the event.
Okay, that was 2023.
Okay. So we went to India Pride, and there was like a ton of like actually very attractive gay people who were like my type. But I have the fucking curse of being Demi, so I'm just like, wow, they're very attractive. Shame I'll never fucking talk to them because I find them attractive and therefore intimidating. It's like, well, fuck me.
Yeah, it's very funny when the piece of meat I see you lust after the most is the street kebabs I got for lunch that day.
Listen, like I said, the Demi's got fucking hands. And it was they had garlic sauce. What do you want from me? It's the fucking siren song of the demisexual.
They were fantastic. I am not insulting the street kebabs.
The garlic is the siren song of the demisexual. Actually, what is going on with his...
What's the issue?
I'm like trying to figure out like where his rib cage is.
So all rib cages are roughly, you know, the same. So kind of feel it out on yourself. Because it doesn't stop at the pec. If you kind of feel it out, it kind of the rib cages kind of stop around the area where the what's called like the six pack begins.
Okay. What is it with Demi-folk and being lustful over food? I'm the same. Oh, it's because it's, you know, I think it's because like we don't prioritize sexual pleasure. So our brain has something else, like our brain is like, oh yeah, food fills the gap. That's where we get our serotonin drip from.
Also, some folk who are not Demi have to eat very restrictive diets.
Yeah. Okay, I'm feeling my moves now. What? Take pictures and send as reference. This could explain.
Wow. You go on a whole tirade about how you don't really care about bodies, and then you say the single most just like, oh yeah, followers, send me those pics.
I would
Is
not even
there
question
is there a
it.
bonk button for you?
Listen, okay, yes, there is. I literally there's a bonk sound effect, and I'm probably gonna upgrade it with the new model, but also stuff like that. I don't. It's like what you did at the start of yesterday's stream, where you were just a very horny out of pocket. It's like
Yes,
if I
but I was chatting. I'm not the streamer.
oh, double standards, streamer versus chatting. Oh, it's, wait, honestly,
Oh yes, because we know all about that problem about chatters having parasocial relationships with each other.
you're not wrong actually. But you know, Z, you're actually kind of right. Suddenly it makes sense that like all of the people I know who are super duper into vor are also asexual. It's like the wires are getting crossed between like the food pleasure and the like sexual pleasure. I once got banned because I jokingly said my belly button is a PFP and someone thought it was my butt. Oh my god. Okay.
All right, I think that's enough with line work for now.
Because like this, so again, it's like I need to probably make sure that I'm like where do I put the line to like differentiate between the clavicle area, or is this one of those things where it's like maybe it's correct to not have the line fully formed?
So one of the things you want to look at here would be musculature. If you know what I'm talking about, the like the anatomy images where it kind of just shows where the muscles all are. But yes, you see how the image you're currently outlining, well, they have a six pack. It's not like the dehydrated one.
Yes.
You wouldn't do lines to show all that. You would just do a little bit to indicate either with shading
It would
or
be
with
like a
unfinished
rendering
lines.
thing.
Yes. It's the same with when you're working on like the arms muscles. You don't want to use the hard lines unless it actually shows it.
That's fair. Starky talks about how ace people are into vor. Also, Starky, I'm not into vor. I said that all of the people I know who are into vor are all super ace. B, we've established that apparently I'm into a version of vor because goo absorption counts as vor. And
C, restart the Starky vor count to 0 days to 0.
There's no winning. There's no winning. I can't win with vor in this chat. Abortion.
Oh, trust me, he doesn't have a version to vor. He's just in denial.
Hey, listen. I like teasing friends. That's like the big thing. My fault entirely. I realize I'm into inflation of vor, if only in a cartoon way. I can see that. Like my fault entirely. It's starting a big portion of the people I know who are into vor are super horny. To be fair, it's like, okay, I like big bellies. This shape right here, great. It is a truth. Hi, monkey.
He said hi.
Immediately able to identify me.
That's yes.
You have a very distinct voice.
You have a very recognizable voice. To explain, Monkey Kensu is my IRL older brother. It is apparently stopping by the friend's place. Welcome on in, Gadget. Glad to be a sweet bean. Can we shut up for Gadget? But yeah, no. Bellies, good. People who like or like make belly art also a lot of times end up doing vor. So like, you learn to just kind of like glaze over the like whatever, like, you know, whatever's going on in the shadows to appreciate the belly art. Time for fresh board deliciousness, not me. Ivan, I know what you are. I know what you are. Vorny.
I was gonna say a furry.
No. Step 1, belly. Step 2. Yeah, you're not like, that's the thing. Also, like, I think it's one of those like, because like there has to be some like connection between the media we consume growing up and our kinks as an adult. Because like it would explain so much the nature, like how prevalent furries are, because like the with the early stages of animation, it was a lot easier to draw anthropomorphic people because you didn't have to deal with the uncanny valley.
Do I need to bring up my comment about you and older men again?
Oh, shut up. It's not true, it's all lies. I watch Totally Spies and I have no kinks myself. Kasai, we've been over this. You like girl bosses. Actually, suddenly that makes sense.
The show is filled with girl bosses.
Exactly. Kasai likes girl bosses. Kasai watched Totally Spies growing up. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm sorry, Kasai. You too are not immune to the effect of growing up watching cartoons on television. Don't do this to me, Starky.
What does that say about all of us who watch shows that had the inevitable episode where they go inside another person?
I would not be surprised if that's where a substantial number of vor kinks came from. Starky's calling out all of its mods. This is no longer a call-out post. This is a call-out nuclear detonation. I'm hitting everyone. I'm hitting myself. I'm hitting my mods. I'm hitting the average chatter.
Does that mean I get to call you out on stuff then?
Yeah, you do it all the time. What are you talking about? Oh my!
Yeah, I keep a good chunk of it under wraps on purpose.
That's fair. Starky can't hit me. Yeah, see, that's the upside. That's the upside to not being the Gremlin mod. Is that like I don't have ammunition to use against you. Suda's very like laid back as far as moderators go here, so I'm like I don't have anything to sass Suda about. Everyone catching strays. I like trying to think what the fuck I watched when I then to get my kinks.
School Bus.
I know what got me into. To be fair, like I've joked about this a lot. Fucking what's it called?
Are you really
Bowser's
gonna put yourself on blast like this? Are you really putting yourself on blast like this?
It is known. The Bowser's Inside Story situation is known. It is a known quantity in my life already. The shrinking. The Bowser's Inside Story is like the fucking omniverse of kinks, low key. You have vor, size difference, macro, micro, inflation.
It's the Totally Spies. It's the Totally Spies of video games.
Weight gain, video games then, Mario Party 2, points at you. Bowser's Balloon Burst. I know what you are. Bowser's Kink Story. It really was.
He was working through some things.
He was trying to get over the Princess Peach situation. Man, it's one of those things where it's like Bowser. If Bowser turned gay, he would be the fucking richest gay of all time. Man would be suffering from success.
I mean, how many kids does he have?
I think
add breeding kinks to that.
Bowser Jr., I believe, is his only biological kid. But the rest of them are adopted, I think. I don't know. It's never necessarily clarified. Kind of weird looking back at Inside Story and knowing what furries are up to. Bowser's Inside Story is just Gen Z. What's it fucking called? Welcome on Average Chubbing. I'm glad to have you sweeping. What was the one that turned a bunch of Gen X and millennials into furries? Robin Hood? Robin Hood. Bowser's Inside Story is just Robin Hood for Gen Z. Okay, I should probably also get to know this structure. A lot of human structures are just sine waves.
I gotta show you the mummy at some point.
Hold up, is Princess Peach Bowser's? I believe Princess Peach is not Bowser's biological mother. Welcome on Legendary. What are you sweeping?
I believe it ends with. I believe it. Bowser goes Peach at the end of Sunshine. That Peach is not his mom.
Yes. Turning red was my breaking point in admitting I'm a furry.
That's a good one, actually.
This one over here has threatened to show me turning red.
It is not a threat. It's a fantastic movie about growing up.
Every single movie you've shown me has made me fucking sob.
Yes, because I show you good fucking shit.
The only movie you've shown me that hasn't made me sob is fucking Coco, because I couldn't cry anymore.
Also Clue, but that's because Clue is not a movie you sob at. Clue is just nonsense.
Clue almost made me sob from laughter. It was close. Clue was a fucking disaster. I love it so much.
Oh yeah, best movie. Hands down.
Also, I finally learned where the Bow Wow Wow song came from today. That's from Final Fantasy XIV, right? But yeah, so, okay. But also, like, to put extra Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, interesting. Ah, wah, wah, ah, wah, wah. To put extra sauce on that, and part of why I'm like suspicious is because the moment where you're like, oh yeah, we have to show you turning red was in a conversation about another trifecta of movies you showed me that caused emotional damage.
So
turning red's gonna hurt, isn't it?
I mean, it's not gonna hurt as much as other ones. It's not a sad story.
Deal with the Devil X Cupcake. Cupcake or Rui match. It's kind of a banger.
This is what you call a banger?
I take it back. It's kind of a really... It is kind of really wholesome, Starky. I mean, okay.
Here's the big thing. You are not femilining, so it's not going to hit you as hard.
That's fair.
But it is a good movie. However, I'm not going to say you're not going to cry at it because, you know, it is still a movie dealing with familial trauma. And fair I know enough. your track record with those movies.
I have familial trauma. We are about to run 3 minutes of ads so that we can turn off the pre-rolls. If you would like to, go grab a snack, go get hydration, go use the restroom. We will be back here in 3 minutes.
We will not talk about anything interesting, I promise. I will steer Starky away from any interesting things. Go get your drinks, go get your snacks. Take care of self. It is a new year. It is a new you.
Also, it reminds me of the tip that I think DA gave me about like where to put the nipple. Is like you're supposed to break the pecs into triplets and then put it like on the outer. So Vor, no, we're not talking about Vor.
Well, no. We're not talking about Vor. DA gave Starky a tip, and knowing DA, it was probably a big tip.
Shut up. God damn it.
What happened to the, oh, it's just friends, it's just my friends. I know what the human body is like.
Okay, Mr. like gave me shit earlier for making jokes about receiving references from friends.
Who's the streamer here? Who's the streamer here? I'm just here to stir some shit.
Yeah. Congratulations. Task accomplished.
Hey, you can just kick me from the call whenever.
You're not wrong. Don't tempt me.
That's not going to stop me.
You're not wrong.
What is this pose?
But also, like, okay, so I've been just casually lining things, but I feel like I am making progress. I promise this isn't just like an excuse to look at chests on stream. Voracious.
Okay, Starky, it is known you don't have an exhibitionism kink, so
that's fair.
Fine. It would have come up by now.
Lies. Because, like, okay, there is actually a substantial amount to be learned here. Like, you know, I'm learning that like a lot of human shapes are just like I said, squiggles. Kasai, why are you like this? Oh, I need to get a better hand track so I can put my model's face in my hands. Why are you gaslighting the viewers? Starky's exhibition kink sounds like a cursed Discord channel.
I mean, I guess it would probably be a Discord channel, right?
Listen, you're the person who's trying to convince me to get it to start an OnlyFans. Actually, fair, you're not the only one. Multiple people have been like, "Yo, you should start an OnlyFans," and I'd be like, "Yeah, maybe."
Yeah, but I don't want you to start an OnlyFans because I want to see you nude. It just seems like a thing you might be interested in.
That's fair.
It also doesn't have to be hardcore smut.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
I'm going to eat this cheese above the guest speaker so that cheese debris falls on M. Omf crumf nibble gromf hook.
I'm sorry, you're getting cheese crumbs on you. That's Starky OnlyFans. Starky OnlyFans is just belly pics. Starky, you're the one who told me I'm into gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss. Because you are. Yes, I was correct about that. I will not be silenced for the truth.
It's okay, Kasai. Starky is just jumping all over the map today in terms of whether or not they're being a hypocrite or not.
Shut up. It's not hypocrisy. Okay, it's not hypocrisy. but you motherfucker, you laid that trap way too well. You son of a bitch.
When do we get Sussy Bacchus, Starky?
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
We're
debuting next week. We're debuting next week. Also, we already have a bunch of sussy emotes. The tags.
Yeah, but you're an artist. That means you're an artist. You can make more.
No, are you fucking kidding me? The properly sussy emotes are fucking hard to draw. But yeah, now
look, ads are over. We can go back to our regular scheduled program.
I'm glad that you chose the ads to talk about my OnlyFans.
To get real for a second, the main reason I suggested OnlyFans is because it's a good way to get you back into working out again.
You're not necessarily wrong.
Because you could literally use it to pay for your gym membership.
Yeah. Okay. This is like
you could just do gym pics, and I'm sure there's a market for that.
Yeah. That's actually smart. Starky taking gym pics. Oh my god. Who played Meltdown? But like it is one of those things where it's like I'm not necessarily against the idea of having an OnlyFans. It's just like one of those like big steps sort of things.
No, I understand. Look, as much as I'm going to be poking and ribbing, I'm not going to push.
I know a streamer who made an OnlyFans as a joke only to get rejected. Oh my god. I feel so fucking bad. That's really funny though.
Oh, that is really good.
Only rejection. Rejected fans.
Mind you, because of where we live, you're gonna have to do some stuff. You're not gonna sign up for OnlyFans at the moment because that would involve submitting your driver's license because of the US's backwards bullshit with that site.
Yeah. Okay. So now that like I've like done like a breakdown, let's try my hand at drawing like. Okay. So like this is slightly exaggerated, but actually, is it just like a hard cut? Okay, like it almost kind of is. It's like this almost like goes to form the belly. This song makes me want to fall into a reactor. And then we'd have just like the, okay. Oh, and actually, like, so the cut points, like, actually, so I would want to basically like extend it, but like this actually does work as like a structure to approach like specifically 3/4 views, like muscle guts is basically just be like, and then here we would have this turns into the belly, which follow the line, like, okay. So if we follow the curve, that's like, a firm stomach. If we like really bring it out, that'd be like, exaggerating it. Let me try. The size of the belly can dictate the shape of the lower part of the chest too. You are correct. So like, if like if the belly were a little bit more like, like it basically like big enough to like actually be like overlapping the chest a little bit. Some was like that. Where like basically this is the tum, and then you would have like the pectoral here, and then one like right here. It implies that the belly is protruding out. Yeah, exactly. So something like this, and then from there, Would you skip a in the thick of it if it were a KK slider cover? What is in the thick of it? That does not ring a bell.
The Backyardigans song, "In the Thick of It."
Interesting.
In the thick of it.
To be fair, Backyardigans actually, like, the music's not bad. It's definitely for children, but
at least I believe that's what it is, because isn't it? Because it was a TikTok trend a while back.
The bad rap song.
Okay.
Is that the one that's I'm in the house like carpet? What's up, Chris?
Art stream sponsored by Lenovo, making the best tablets for all your furry art needs. Pencil shape redacted.
What? So there's okay, hold up a moment. It was memed by fucking Toby Fox. Toby Fox, I'm in the house. Hold up a moment. This is very important viewing. This is mandatory viewing. If you're going to be in the stream, I require that you view this. Where is it? Because I don't fully understand, but I like it.
That's where it goes. Right here is where it goes.
Leave stream. No, you get back here. Not the Kusa meme. The song is in the Persona anime. Toby Fox remixed it. It seems like a Toby Fox thing. Oh, that explains the Kusa carpet. No, stop! You can't do this tomorrow.
Do you like this? Do you like this? Well, no more.
So
Starky,
yeah,
what does this have to do with art?
it has to do with art because I got distracted. There's your answer. If you don't like it, you can pay me money. I can maybe come up with another one. Cancel the bird. But like, so okay, so like I just saw that clip on like on Blue Sky with no context, and I was like, what the Toby, like Tobias Fox, what the fuck? Oh, the song is KSI Thick of It, so I was close. Very on brand. Having the superpower of making any two things related to each other by getting distracted sounds like a terrible thing. Welcome on, Ditheria, and welcome to the concept of ADHD. We got the Awawa song.
I'm just gonna keep sitting here.
Also, I could probably like what I could probably do is I could probably like look at Awawa, Bawawa. Bow wow wow, bow wow wow. Bow wow wow, bow wow wow. Bow wow wow.
Chat, I just want you to know that I am sitting here in this call. I don't have the audio for the stream up, so I can't hear the song. So I just hear Starky intermittently just going, ah wah wah.
Ah wah wah, ah wah wah.
And it sounds like he's having a stroke.
Oh, here, let me send you the song.
No, it's fine. I can look it up.
Okay, there's like no way for me to actually. Oh, hold up a minute. I think I actually did get sent references by Big Crossbar.
Make sure not to put anything on stream unless there's consent for that.
No, don't worry. No references yet. Just a reminder to ask for them, which I will be happy to do later. Okay, so oh, so it's like after the what? Oh. Oh, so it's
he's Starky?
Yes. What's up?
Go ahead and turn off the images you've drawn so you can just see them as lines.
Yes, that's probably a good reminder. Okay, so it's almost like a third of the way mark. Like if it like for actually that's like almost halfway. Okay. I see. It's like 40%. Starkey getting sent refs from friends with an excuse to see them in various poses. Listen. I didn't become an artist for the perks, but I'm not gonna say no to the perks.
You know, you can just ask your friends about this. You can just ask, hey, I would like to see this. It might be weird, but you know, there's less of a underlying.
Yes, but social anxiety. I mean, if you have my excellent growth account, if you want a fat male body rep. Oh yeah, that's right. I actually did stumble across. It's Blue Sky is funny because it will send me like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, like as it's trying to figure out like a suggestion algorithm. I definitely have found a couple of people's ADs. Welcome on, Ash. I'll go down you, Sweet Bean. Completely unrelated, but being a figure drawing model pays really well. Apparently, interesting.
Yes, very much so.
I mean, to be fair,
we're not talking like amazing money, but it's something that people don't traditionally do.
You're basically expected to sit in the same position for multiple hours. So like, I'm not necessarily surprised. Where do I apply?
It depends, because sometimes it's only for a set amount of time, and then you swap positions because it depends on the class.
That's fair. Okay.
Where do you apply? Honestly, you would want to just check locally, if I remember correctly. I don't think this is a thing you need training for. I think it's just something you can sign up for. Mind you, each class will probably vet who they're hiring.
Okay. Oh, so it's like more of like a gentle curve. It's not like this like push to the side. Professional furry breath model. I mean, to be fair, there was that one. I love telling this story of the poor Bara artist who was like, hey, like he posted on Twitter, the fucking he's like, yeah, hey, I need dick references. Anyone want to send me some pics? And not even 5 minutes later was like, nope, no, bad idea, mistake, bad idea, please stop. Because he had like 20 or 30,000 followers. This dude had a pretty sizable following, and
Just ask your friends.
what do they expect? I guess they weren't expecting the sheer influx. Because it's like, okay, actually, it might be better to look at like where the pec starts. Like, because it starts slightly to the left of the peak of the rib cage. But it's like honestly about like fourth of the way. Like in like a 3/4 perspective.
Starky, do you want me to pull out one of my anatomy things for help with this?
It might be nice, but that's probably for like when I come over next.
Well, no, I mean like scanning stuff for you, not now.
That's fair. Please, God, send me dick in the form of reply tweets. See, what you gotta do.
Bad. My first thought is it would just be a whole bunch of bots at first.
Oh, my assumption is that's probably like a not insignificant number of the messages he received. Bob PP is still PP? Not really?
No. Half the time it's Photoshop stuff, and that does not help for what you need it for.
It really does not. I think the mistake is I'm going too straight up. Whereas like I need to curve it out some.
I want to make a joke about you and being straight, but I'm not gonna.
Shut up. We all know I'm not straight. It's all fake, always has been. Welcome to the internet. Some random guy just kindly sent you photos of his cock. They're grainy and off-putting, he just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you whore. That's like my go-to for karaoke is Bo Burnham's Welcome to the Internet. Because
I have never seen you do karaoke.
I did it at MFF.
Well, that's fun.
Starky straight, never look at the sun of being a blob. Okay. Starky, hydrate or die straight. All right, fine.
This is a reminder for everyone. This is a reminder for everyone to please stand up, stretch a little bit, and get a drink of water.
Oh, I think another thing I'm doing is like, oh my God, Garion was right. I do need to stop being so fucking boxy with my art.
Look, being boxy isn't bad, but you just have to go back and modify it later.
Yeah.
The other problem is you have a habit of moving straight from after doing from your rough draft of your sketch layer straight to your line art.
You're not necessarily wrong.
Like I am not comparing myself to other people. Other people are much more experienced than I am. But when I do my stuff, my sketch layer goes through at least 3 iterations before I actually move to line art.
Okay, this is actually looking like pretty okay. As far as chest looks. Borb, welcome on in, Dick. Welcome on, Lennis. How are you sweeping wish out for debt? I'm doing studies. How's the art going? I'm losing my mind just the easiest bit because I'm trying to figure out how to draw certain body types that are struggles for me, but I'm a big fan of personally. So
Starky is kink shaming chat.
That's not necessarily new.
While being in denial on his own.
Shut up. So we're gonna get a Gary next Starky combo stream. Here's the thing. January is probably going to be me getting used to the new model. I think starting in February, I'm going to start trying to make like consistent or at least semi-consistent like art collabs where I have people on to like hang out and just chat about the process.
Which means you won't have to see my ugly mug.
Shut up. You're very handsome. This
I cannot speak aloud to that because my partner will beat me if I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say is fucking try and say otherwise. I know who's around. Have we got a Starky Pop Mug collab? Actually, I don't think so. And the big thing is like, so I stream at what is the most common streaming hour. So it's difficult to grab Papa for collabs because he's usually collabing with someone else. Knock knock, let me come into that too. I want to do art with Starky. Also, welcome on in redesign. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Can we shout out for redesign CG? Stop it, we love you. Well, doing that body shape correctly justice can be difficult. Oh yeah. So it's a little bit of like, you know. Okay, so this is looking a bit feminine.
What are you trying to do?
There we go. We're getting somewhere. I'm trying to draw a convincing belly.
Okay.
There we go. That shape is, and then basically like, there we go. I just know I had a thonk. And then like, of course we have the musculature here. Wait, am I like actually figuring out how to do art in a way that's like, because like this, yeah, because here's the arms. I think also probably some amount of this is like it doesn't actually come that far down. How's
My
that
little
look?
my little thing is currently on a 5-minute break timer, so I'm not allowed to do art for 5 minutes.
That's fair. Do you have like a Pomodoro timer or something?
No, built into the line of action thing I do, it puts in breaks where they want you to stretch, have water, get a snack, because you really shouldn't be doing
That's
art
fair.
straight for long periods of time.
Mr. Starkey, what the hell is love? Love is complicated. Why don't the furry streamers do a big collab event? Because there's a lot of furry streamers. Starky, are you going to get hit by the storm this weekend as badly as I am? Considering the fact that at work we're actually delaying a like software drop because of how bad the storm potentially could be, probably. Actually, so if I do that. Okay. It's like surprisingly I don't necessarily think it's easier to draw women, but like it because of like the fact that like curves tend to be more feminine and like, you know, hard edges like more blocky, it tends to be more masculine. It's a little bit easier to draw like men with more stylized thing. I just hope my power isn't knocked out or my internet. I can survive without internet, but blah, yeah. I need to downsize my follows because sometimes it's big. It's too big for me to keep track of. Actually, I discovered recently that Commander Root actually lets you see how many people you're following. If memory serves, I'm actually close to reaching 4 digits. Following list
Is this the
viewer.
Twitch thing?
Yes. I am currently following 966 accounts. How? Yeah, so it's through Commander Root, which there apparently used to be a feature that let you do that, but Twitch removed it. Almost 1,000. 900. Jesus, how long is your sidebar? It's been a bit since I have. I don't think it's okay. So I joined Twitch, furry Twitch, and then I followed like a bunch of people I knew immediately. Damn, you can follow 2K people before you hit the cap. The big thing is a lot of people I follow are like, oh yeah, they're streamers who are about my size. So like, it's good to have like, it's good to have the like, connection to be like, hey, not necessarily like in the collab sense, but just in the like, hey, rising tide. What how's that saying go? Rising
tides raise all ships.
Yes. Maybe we should do a cleanse. To be fair, I think most of the people I'm following are, like I said, like a lot of them are more, small streamers. I sit in small streamer corner. It ends up being a lot of like, oh, I basically do it for I do it more or less for connection point, I guess. I did cleanse my non-active streamers. I suppose that's probably a fair thing to do.
I respect anyone who can consistently stream, even if it's like once a week. It's a time commitment, and it's not one I currently have available to me.
Yeah. It's also just like I'm picky about who I follow. To be fair, that's also like a wise in and of itself. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely like. Also, welcome on Cam. Cool, glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm not necessarily like. Not everyone I follow is someone I meant like. I like necessarily have a profound connection with. It's just one of those like, okay, like, hey, it's worth keeping an eye out for each other. Because like in general, I try to make sure that like I have a sense of what kind of community I'm raiding into before I do a raid. Even though like, because my community is, y'all are very sweet, and like, it's not like I have any like major like limitations or restrictions on who I can raid into. It just ends up being good for me to know, like, oh, it's like, okay, chat's in a gremlin mood tonight. Let's raid Jal, or like, let's raid Cider Lord or someone who's more active versus like, oh, chat's in the vibe mood. Let's raid like a Bernie Burr or someone who's a lot more laid back. I will follow everyone on other socials, but on Twitch, I kind of want to have the connections mostly. That's fair. I don't randomly raid because I don't know if they're ready for it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't necessarily mind people suggesting raids, but a lot of the times I will probably take those with a grain of salt. I'll be like, hey, this is a person who might be worth checking out, to be like, oh, hey, this is the kind of energy they have, to like kind of get a sense of like if I could raid into them in a way that's like comfortable and positive.
You're also not going to send an art stream into a Fortnite stream, for example.
I mean, I have done that before.
Yeah, but you try to keep the energy and the people in this chat and the streamer going to in mind, so that it doesn't just be I stream into them, immediately fall off all the people that rated in.
Yeah. Because like I definitely know that's like it's like I do it all the time, where like, we'll raid into someone, I'll be like, oh, hey, like this person I follow is like, is like they're streaming, so like I want to be like, oh, I want to go hang out with them for a bit. It like I don't necessarily like I completely get it if people like raid in for the points and to like show support and then like hop out to do their own thing. It's just one of those like, I try to like match the energies that way, like it's not like one of those like, oh, we were having a nice calm stream and then we raided into a loud stream, so like people are suddenly jarred out of whatever they were doing. Yeah, exactly. Like vibe checks before raids. Also, one of the things that like is a somewhat frequent issue when raiding is knowing how long the person's
someone who's about to end.
Exactly. No, same brain cell. There's so many times where it's like, and like that's one of the things that can be solved by like having a button that like disables raids right before you get hit by them. There's a reason where it's like, because like I like knowing how long people usually go for, so I can have an idea of like, oh, you know, they're about to end, or like, you know, the accidental raid train. I feel so bad every time I like I'm like, oh, I'm raiding out, and then someone raids in, and I'm like, I'm sorry, we're going. I can't afford to push the stream any longer. Maybe I haven't been doing emotes as gifts lately. Ooh. Lennox emotes are adorable.
There's a JoJo fight. There's a JoJo fight going on in the comments, and I am just fascinated watching it.
I got see Dutch got a whole new set of emotes from Det. What's up, Chris?
Starky, why don't front-end engineers drink gin? They prefer WSGI.
WSGI. Okay, so if we wanted to like draw like a more extreme belly, if we did something like that, actually, oh wait, because I just realized kind of what I'd been doing this entire time, because like this is an abstraction of where the fucking, oh my god, I'm dumb as shit. No wonder this fucking looks better.
Speak your words out loud so people know what you're talking about.
Okay. So this entire time I've been drawing with this line as a part of what I've been like, you know, this line right here. You're not dumb, you're silly. I've been drawing with that, and I've been basing my drawing around that. The problem is this is like a tool I was using to get an idea of where the shapes are supposed to be, because that is representative of the rib cage, which you can't see in the actual like. So the instant I removed it, I was like, oh wow, this looks so much better. I wonder why. Oh, I'm dumb.
Also, remember, when it comes to art, you can go as photorealistic as you want, but you're going to have to exaggerate to make things more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Also, reminder to flip the canvas.
Yeah. Starky's a silly burb. Because like this is like this as far as Tum goes, that looks so much better. Because I'm no longer like, you know, I'm basically including the padding. And then, oh my god, suddenly things are just falling into place. Because now I have a better idea of what I'm actually doing. See Rob Liefeld? Like, his style is not realistic at all. Oh, for sure.
Do you know who Liefeld is?
No.
Liefeld's the creator of Deadpool.
Oh, I'd believe it. Please God, let this hungry lion bless this slime with the ability to get emotes, money allowing in the future.
Do you know the famous image of Captain America, like, from the side? 1 second.
No. Oh my god, it passes the canvas flip test. Tum is tumming. It was this easy the entire time, and I was just sitting here like a fool.
Check your Discord, bud.
Oh, okay. You're not okay. It looks great.
Go ahead and you can put it on stream. I would say it doesn't look great personally.
It's Starky. Have you never seen it? This is
show chat so people know what we're talking about.
This is what happens when you don't flip your canvas. Them boobs are wild. Can we fucking that is interesting.
You know those comic images of how does this person's spine work?
I've never.
How does the spine and the chesticles there work?
Okay, so we can't. So presumably this is supposed to be like, you know, based on like where the shoulder is and the fact that we can't really see the other shoulder. He is clearly standing like fully sideways, like top down. Like,
correct.
Like this is like he's, you know. Like if
then what's wrong with the chest there?
The chest opens like a fucking fridge door. His chest is supposed to be like right here. It's My man's opened up his fucking shit. Like he's a fucking like okay, you know this is like the general shape of a person, simplified clearly, but like you know, we have the hands. So like this, you know, this is what it's supposed to look like. My man is like a fucking fridge, like it, his chest is opening like a fucking fridge, like a fridge door, so that way you can see both pecs from this angle. Captain Refrigerator. Starky is a brighter color. We can't see the lines you're doing on that Captain Booba. Okay, fair enough. I need to close. Or oh wait, shit! I was drawing on that line the entire time. Whoopsies. It's like the shoulder here. We can't see the other shoulder, which implies that like this is basically a strict profile point of view. His face is moving that way, like is looking towards the camera. That's fine. That like the neck can do that. The fucking chest. You can't. The both of the fucking. Oh god. Wait, if I trace out where his fucking rib cage is. Open up cap. The fucking rib cage.
Where the
Starky.
This is why artists study anatomy, folks.
Lunches in.
Oh no. To be fair, this does honestly make me feel a little bit better in my art. Starky, do you think it's worthy of
This is published in a comic.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, it clearly is a problem. Bro didn't even look in a mirror. Like, what if we flip the canvas? Oh god. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, people are gonna notice, but like, you can at least still make it look visually appealing, even if it's not anatomically correct. It definitely looks wrong. Like, the more you look at it, the more it begins to break down in your view. But like, if you're like flipping through the canvas, you're flipping through your like, you know, your average comic book, and you're like, oh, Captain America, da 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 da, you know, like you're not gonna pay attention to the finer details. It's like I almost wonder what like the psychology is for like the average time someone spends looking at a picture.
How often do you look at a panel in manga?
Okay, fair. There's a reason that I want to get really good at art before I reread One Piece, so that way I can actually appreciate the artistic journey. Sorry, but it was wrong looking right off the bat. Fair enough. Pokemon and eat a burger. Let have your sweet bean. It's like how yeah, we Psychic did an episode on that. It's like, okay, one of my favorite things to do, if going to a bookstore, if you go to the fucking romance section, like go to the romance section and look at all of the covers, and every single one of them is a shittily photoshopped image of a person where like the fucking like the spine is just like full S. It's like the anatomy makes no sense because the person who was photoshopping it didn't give a shit about the anatomy. It was all about like highlighting. Okay, hold up a moment. Let me see if I can find
those covers are getting worse, by the way.
Oh, of course they are, because inevitably they're going to be using fucking AI, aren't they?
They already are, but yes.
Like if I look up bad romance, what in the goddamn? What? But like, okay, so that one's not bad. That one's relatively fine. Like it's a lot of the like you have to look for like the shitty like the romance novels that no one cared about. It's like they just put it to print as quickly as possible. Oh, this one's not right. Okay, Loki, this is like also a good like artistic exercise, is like breaking down things to like see why they're not correct. Like something here is not right. I want to say it's somewhere around the neckline. Because like, so his head, it's like the exact same fucking pose here, but they did it better. Like here you see like what this pose is supposed to be. The neck, yeah, I think the issue is the neckline, is because like
the neck fuses into the shoulders a little too nicely.
Yeah, because like here we actually see both sides of the neck. Like Why does his shoulder look so high? Oh god, wait, no, you've made an extremely like, oh god, why is the shoulder there? His shoulder's fucking dislocated.
No, his neck is dislocated. His shoulder's fine.
Okay, it's you're not okay. Yes, it's his shoulder is fine
Basically,
compared to the pecs.
they push the head. They push the head back and enlarge the rest of the body to make him look bigger.
And like part of why this initially looked wrong is because like you can. Here's the thing: you can see both sides of the neck, which if he was standing strictly, like strictly silhouetted, what's the term for that? The strictly sideways brain. Like you wouldn't be able to see both sides of the neck because like you're the only thing that would be moving is like the neck itself. The like the part where the neck connects to the chest would be staying in place. It's so fun to do this, by the way, is to just go to the romance aisle because this is not the worst example I've seen. It's where the girl doesn't want to look at him. She's got. Wait, hold up a moment. Where's the head supposed to be? I'm assuming that's where something's not right with the girl either. Like that's a lot of hair.
It could be a wig.
That's what I'm suspecting. It just is weird because like the head is so low. It does look a little like the more I'm staring at it, the more I'm like, okay, so her head's like this shape. Which means like all of this is wig and extended head. It just doesn't look right. This is why fucking art is so goddamn difficult. Is because shit like this you see, but you don't necessarily internalize until you actively break it down. Humans are really
I'd argue that's what makes art really cool, though.
Oh, for sure. Like humans are really, really good at spotting this, but like maybe not necessarily actively. Like, you know, there's just this like you know, again, like if you look at that and you're just like, oh, whatever, you know, like it has that like that sensation of like, okay, you know, something about that's weird, but like you're not necessarily gonna like actually interrogate it to like figure out what's wrong until. But also like every single like shitty romance cover is this level of like Photoshop. So it's really funny to be like spot the Photoshop mistake. Also, I'm so sorry to Sandra Gray. You don't deserve this. This is not your fault at all. I'm sure this book is you know sufficiently
not for you.
Sufficiently not for me. If you're not thinking about it, you probably don't even realize. Exactly. It's just but like I looked at it, I was like, something here doesn't feel right. And it took me a moment to be like, oh, okay, here's what didn't feel right. Like I actually had to like sit down and internalize it. Art's cool. Also, art is difficult. Okay, I feel relatively confident now with drawing like more muscular, like, and really like if I'm actually like something more like that, where like the pec comes straight down, and then you want to round out the belly for like a big chunk. Nah, I think I prefer this more. Okay, but good to know. Good to know that some amount of this is getting internalized. I gave up on art because I end up spotting my own mistakes as I go drawing. Here's the thing. You have to kill the part of your brain that says every mistake needs to be fixed. Because, okay, there was a piece of advice that Phoenix over here gave me when I was first started doing art. One of the first things we did was, okay, you have an hour/30 minutes to draw this. You can't spend any more time beyond 30 minutes. And that's a good exercise because it forces you to say like, okay, what parts of the form really need, like what parts of the form can I get like really focused and like put out there? And what parts are going to like necessarily going to be like finer details that don't necessarily matter as much. But it also forces you to just say, fuck it, put something on the page. Anything is better than nothing. You have to like train out the part of your brain that says that you can make something perfect because you can't. There was a thing
sad that that's what I took away from school is that at one point you just say fuck it and get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it, time to get the bucket. Exactly. But like, it's a thing you have to push through when you're doing art. The piece of advice you gave me was like, you never finish it. Like, a piece is never more than 70% done, which doesn't seem like it makes any sense. It's like, why don't you just do the rest of the 30%? It's because the rest of the 30% is like small details, and fixing one causes 10 other ones to appear. Like, at some point you have to be like, okay, you know, by this fucking image of Captain America is wild.
And that's fair.
I find that advice more easier in other things I do, to be honest. That's fair. It's like it's one of those like different it's like it's gonna depend on your personal like ability to be like step 1, draw a circle, step 2, draw the rest of the owl.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah. A little bit. There's a reason that like I'm glad I have artist friends who can actually break down things into steps. That have helped me a lot. New Captain Refrigerator, now only $1.99 at Walmart.
I'm glad you have friends that have the actual skill and do this for a living that can give you advice.
I'm going to grab you. You have actual skill doing art as well. Because that PNG tuber over there, he made it himself. And it's the first PNG tuber he's ever made. And it looks really good.
I appreciate that. I think it's fine. There's 8 things I need to fix on it. And I'm not going to.
Okay, so I feel relatively comfortable. I feel a lot more comfortable with pecs now that I have like a general like a game plan to approach them. I have a better plan for abs. I have a solid plan for muscle guts. Welcome on in, Jaren. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Flab, that PNG looks and tastes like chicken. That's, you know, I consider that a compliment. it is fire chicken.
Oh, I have no problem with it. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, you did a great job on it.
Thank you. So what is the plan? Are you going to keep doing studies tonight, or are you going to swap over to something else in terms of art?
I was thinking more studies. Lumps tucked under the blanket of the skin. The only other thing I think of is like I need to add art stuff for like, okay.
Rats.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Fun fact about StarkyMorph: StarkyMorph has killed before, and is not only willing to but is super excited about the next chance he has to spill the blood of a sentient creature that can feel the fear of death.
Chris, do we need to get you like a therapist? I feel like that's the kind of thing you need to like talk to a professional about, man. But yeah, I mean, Blaziken is blazing chicken, exactly. What were we talking about? So my thinking was either I missed those posts. My thinking was either more art studies, or I could start working on like smaller art detail stuff for like around the stream. Like I want to replace the sub badges to something that's a little bit more like specific. I want to figure out what my points, like how to represent my like channel points. I'm sorry, I just actually listened to the music and I got fucking flashbanged. WAP, but it's an emotional song for a musician. Who put this in the fucking queue? Why did they turn a WAP into a musical song?
Also, congratulations, you whoever put that in the queue. You officially blindsided Starky to make him lose track of what's happening.
YFT, what the fuck? What a normal song. Welcome on, Darius. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I fucking hate this. This is terrible. Wait, why is there a song about wireless access protocols? It's okay, Cam. You don't need to know. Don't worry. This is the fucking mind virus. Hold up, I need to share this with people who like musicals so you all can suffer alongside me. There we go. It has been done. This is not wireless access protocol.
My brain is just like, isn't that a whatchamacallit, a Daft Punk album?
No, my art focus is broken. What the fuck is this? This is Wet Ass Pussy, but it's an emotional song from a musical. It is awful. Oh my fucking merciful god. I need to show this to Gray. That particular sound bit is the one where I was like, oh wait, I just got fucking blindsided by it. What was I talking about?
Okay, so my recommendation is going to be probably swap to a different type of study.
That's fair.
Since the second thing you were discussing is something that's a little bit more off-stream stuff.
That's fair. To be fair, I wouldn't necessarily like. How about that? Like, if y'all have ideas for like, you know, like, like I want to add like specific like little icons for each of the like redeems. I want to add icon for like channel points. I would add like an icon. Like I want to update the icons for sub stuff, sub badges. So like that's all stuff that I kind of need to figure out. Admittedly, I've realized my big mistake when it comes to emotes and small icons. I need to be thicker with the outlines because that apparently is a huge thing in regards to making icons viewable. Okay. I'm like hands. Hands would probably be the next most. I know how to do them, but like they are important to like really confirm a pathway. Like this is one of those things where it's like I had an idea. Instead of channel points, you do Weezer Blue Album CDs, like how James channel points are Space Jam CDs. Those are Space Jam DVDs, actually. You Philistine. CDs nuts. Hold up a moment.
What did you just do?
I timed out Cyril. he fucking got me with the D's nuts. He deserves to go to the Shadow Realm. I'm gonna have to remod him, but he did deserve to be Shadow Realmed.
Did they?
Yes. No one can D's nuts me and get away with it. I was gonna say. Having out a mod is danger. Agreed. All right. How hand drawing reference.
The thing I sent you does have a hand one as well.
The what thing?
Line of action.
Oh, actually might be handy.
It's not just figure studies.
All right, let me unban Cyril. Actually, it's untimeout, isn't it? There we go. Welcome back to the mod position, Cyril. Furry pause. I have no regrets. I mean, low key, sincerely, good job on getting me. Like usually, I'm pretty good at spotting D's nuts, but you actually did get me with that one. Hold up, why did you ban Cyril? He successfully got me with a D's nuts joke. Oh my god, that's a lot of hands. Hands are just like spiders, but not. What kind of hands? To be fair, I want to draw like the more of the big bappy pobs.
You should learn how to do a basic hand first.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I feel like hands are important to like be able to draw almost bad as having catching Sturky off guard is fun.
I'm holding my tongue on that one.
Have a good day. Ooh. Thank you. Ralsei from hit video game Undertale. Just draw lump hands. Listen, that I can't hide the fucking hands into the shirt pockets, like into the sweater pockets all the time. I need to be able to draw these fucking things. And it's important, but it sucks. Starky, let me be the one to give you everything you want. Wait. Not gonna lie, I was expecting you to guess the D's Nuts joke coming at you, always catch it. Santa was mentioned. Was it the Christmas music? Yep. Who is it? Who is getting ritually sacrificed? I was just hide my mouth. Ooh, Gadget, you're being sent to the Shadow Realm. Mods, feed Gadget English food. Get over here, getting sacrificed to Raw. Please don't. Beans on toast for you. Mods, creases Jordans. Wait, do I actually time them out? Asking before I commit comedy mod abuse. 10 seconds. Into the pit. It's Kasai. It's / timeout. Actually, okay. Copy image. This is like a solid 60 to 70% of me just like getting visual references. I'm sorry, Gadget. It had to be done. We can't just let anyone go and add Christmas music to the queue anymore. I didn't deserve death. You put Christmas music in the queue. The sealing of Mariah Carey is complete. The ritual has been completed. There cannot be Christmas music, lest she awakens sooner than we are able to handle her with. In January. What's up, Chris?
Dear at Gadget 4, after your sacrifice, all I have to say is curse of RA.
That was okay. Cool. He didn't try to pronounce the hieroglyphics. Stargate into the pit is how a dom talks to a sub when they misbehave. Girl, I've been knowing. Damn, that sucks. There's so many fucking there's like so many hand references, but no good tutorials on drawing hands. Hand drawing tutorial. I think Into the Pit is the name of a FNAF book. No, it's the name of a FNAF game. So we can't use it. Scott donates to Republicans. Gotham will sue us. Into the Pit is a game. I hate there's not enough tutorials. I just hope for the best with hands. There's like so many hands tutorial. Like I see a ton of them, but like the instant I fucking Google them. Loud. Oh, is the music loud? Hopefully it's a little bit better. I do enjoy banana fingers. I already hold up a moment. I didn't copy over the. Thank you. Perfect. That's like the only downside of like using YouTube is that like a lot of the hand brain, can you stop crossing wires for like 30 seconds? Bananas don't have fingers. Someone hasn't watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Those are hot dogs.
Banana, hot dog, tomato, potato. What's up, Chris?
Starky, I apologize not for what I have said, but for what I'm about to say. P100 Starky, in order to learn hands more in art, can I lick your fingers?
Sorry, real. Jesus fucking Christ.
You hear that, folks? Send Starky all your recipes of substituting hot dogs with bananas and vice versa.
I mean, okay, a dessert hot dog that's just a banana covered in like. Okay, hear me out. Here, play with me in the space here. White, like you have like a Genoa style cake.
You want to put white sauce on the hot dog?
Yes. Wait, did you see the pregnant Shrek cake? What the? If I say yes, will you believe me and not show me? If I lie to you and say yes, will I be free from the pain of having to see that? Sausage pudding doesn't sound good at all. No. Play with me in the space. So like a Genoa style cake in the shape of a hot dog bun. And then you coat a banana in white chocolate that's been tinted like pink. You just really maybe want funnel cake, thanks. And then you can top it with like strawberry jam or strawberry preserves and like shredded like in diced kiwi. Okay, fine. I'll look at the fucking pregnant Shrek cake.
Don't mind me. I'm currently on Starky's for Affinity.
What the? No, wait. Are you grabbing my reference?
You think I need to go on your FA for your reference?
Yeah, fair enough. I do have it on the Discord. So
also, when was the last time you updated this?
Never. I got that reference.
So I know you're 8, right?
What?
Your age isn't right.
Yeah. Wait, was I fucking 25 when I got that reference sheet?
24.
Jesus fuck. You got an FA? I do. You can see all of my sins. Okay, I get it's okay, oh god, Starky, your friend is going to draw you pregnant like this? Like this? The thing you sent me? Sorry, real? You wanna fucking answer for your crimes? You're the one who needs to be sacrificed to Raw. For inflict not bad muscle reference. It's like it's not actually that bad of a muscle reference. You're Loki kind of right.
Unfortunately, I do not draw people in those kind of situations without their consent.
Fair enough. Shreknant or Fregnant? I'm so sad Isma's song got cut. It's such a banger. I'm short from a birthday. Well, what a bad day to have working eyes. Listen, it's we're not going to try to excuse the pregnant Shrek cake. It is what it is. We just have to all mentally cope with it. I'm back from that was a hell of an autocorrect moment to turn back into short. No excuses. Also, they hold up a moment. You all have been gotten. That I turned back into short. That's what I'm saying. Happy Shregnancy.
Okay.
Welcome on to Cyberventure. Glad to have you, sweet bean.
So do you need help? Do you actually need help with hands?
No. It's just one of those things where it's like they just suck. I feel like I can do hands. They just suck.
Can I give you something to help you out with just doing them basic before you have to modify them?
Sure.
Look at the middle how to draw hands.
This one?
Like in the top row you have where it starts the box.
What's up, Chris?
Fun fact, Starky can't be drawn pregnant because he's a Super A type of furry, like a Super A type of furry, at top. That's right, Starky does not get pregnant, he makes people pregnant.
Thank you, Chris, for that important information and PSA. Anyways, what were we gonna say?
What I'm hearing is people should try. Anyway,
Shut up.
So do you understand what they're showing you with that middle how to draw?
Yes.
The pad of the hand is as long as those fingers, roughly.
Okay. Oh, okay. Can birds be pregnant? No. Okay, so this is you, but you actually are making like. Okay. This is now that you're actually telling me, like, this is one of those things where it's like I need to look at structure, like I need to look at proportions, not with the attitude.
Yeah. So if in terms of length, it to start with, it's just you make it a rectangle, you cut it in half,
Yes.
and then you make adjustments because fingers are different lengths and there's curves and a whole bunch of other things.
Okay.
The thumb is roughly as long as that middle finger in terms of the curve. It's a little bit longer, but
it's connected to the base of the rectangle, basically.
Yeah, it's connected to the bottom half.
Okay.
The bottom half of that. Now, the easiest way to just think of the hand in terms of drawing it, everything is basically just a ball and a rod. Now go over to the right, how they drew the hands on there.
Yes. I think the big thing with this is like this structure is fine if you want to draw hands like that are like that are always like, you know, in the same position. I think this is going to be maybe a touch. I guess to be fair, like this approach, like for a basic thinking level, and then use it here where like basically you're almost like separating them into into unique rectangles.
Yes,
because like,
but I'm just doing this I'm just trying to help you visualize the proportions and the length. Because hands, because they're just modular balls and sockets.
Yes. Okay. So it's almost like,
You shouldn't try to draw them accurately. They're not going to look well.
Yes. That's fair.
The important is just knowing the base of how they're supposed to look and then modifying it from there. Because with paws and stuff, you basically take advantage of putting those pads on the meaty part of the hands where the sockets are not.
Yes. And I think I already have I already structurally know the difference between like this style of hands. The big thing with it is like for pobs, hand pobs, they basically use like two joints instead of so it's like the hand connection joint, and then like basically like the second joint would be like somewhere around here, and then you would draw the fingers thicker, and that's how you do like hand pobs.
Yeah,
which simplifies them, but also like, you know, it's like it's kind of its own style / appeal.
But yeah, when you're trying to draw hands in any of the positions, just remember the base structure, aka what you're staring at here, and adapt from there.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you're not trying to make photorealistic hands. The important thing here is just structure and proportion.
Yes. Okay. I have to hand it to you, Starky. You are good at art. Shadow Realm.
Jeez, the void is hungry this stream, huh?
It sure is. Listen, I gotta feed the mods at some point. Wait, the mods are eating people? Listen, I can't afford to feed my mods. What do you think? You think I'm made of money? I'm a mod who doesn't get fed. Remember, Starky, if you want to try a unique camp position, try doing the pose first, see if it's possible. If you feel pain or can't do it, then you may want to alter the pose. We've been over this. I'm hyper mobile. Like my hands are actually like gelatin in regards to like how far I can push the pose. Like, Because like one of the things I can do with hypermobility is like I can take my thumb. What is this song? It's the baby song. Like I can take my thumb and I can actually like push my thumb into my like wrist, and it doesn't hurt for me. Too many babies, a little bit too many babies. If I do it, the hand tracking freaks out and gives up because it's like human hands aren't supposed to be doing that, girl. Which you're not. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. Human hands are not supposed to be able to do that. Using your own body for reference.
I mean, I do it all the time. So.
Skip. Oh, it's a fucking banger. My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump. It's so this song is Mozart. It's My Humps featuring Mozart. It's a fucking certified banger that is profoundly cursed, and I fucking love it. Genes to religion. You see, Starky, since your hands clip in your fist is like a defense measure. I make my own spiky knuckles. To be fair, one thing I learned apparently with fists is like if you're actually gonna punch someone, keep your thumb on the outside. If you keep your thumb on the inside and you punch someone, you risk breaking your thumb. Why do I need to know this information? Terrific question. Actually, wait. I can almost like do the Welcome on to Death Nation. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. With a boom, boom.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The song remix with Funky's Fight from Donkey Kong Country. It sounded amazing, but it got DMCA'd. Oof. I hate DMCA. It's part of why, like, even though I grew up listening to a lot of I grew up listening to a lot of like what was the band called? What is the band called? Metallica. I actually like kind of hate them now because DMCA is just horribly misused by big business. Yep. My hump, my hump, my hump. I like to call Metallica the sellouts. Yeah. Okay, and then so it basically is just like three, like basically adding two equidistant curves. They're all a bunch of sellouts. All my homies hate those sellouts. Yeah. Metallica, kind of lame. I'm gonna be honest, the only metal I listen to is baby metal. Is this Guilty Gear music? No, this is My Humps featuring Mozart. Boom, boom, boom. Is that Dragon Crisps? Is that a Dragon Crisp? No, that is a Blaziken. It took me too long to remember the Pokemon name. I'm getting old. My memory is still fading. No.
How dare.
Baby, I said metal. Oh, is Guilty Gear metal? I would say Guilty Gear is like it's like light metal. Guilty Gear actually hits like a decent number of genres. Also, like, fun fact, I can't read. Guilty Gear's rock? Yeah. Rock in general? Yeah. Well, this is just like, the town inside me. Da 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 da. For everyone's favorite trans character, Bridget. I don't actually know if she's trans, but that's what people keep telling me. Why does the gear feel guilty? What did the gear do? The gear knows what it did. She is. We love the trans queen. Is frankly queen shit. There we go. Welcome on in, Chaos. Good to have you, Sweet Bean.
What does this button do? Please.
Chaos, no. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how dare you? Third of all, do not press the button. Do not turn on chimp.
In water, chimps will drown.
Chaos, what the fuck did I just ask you to do? To not do? Man, I'm here
Reminder to
Man, out here drown a chimp. Anyway, what were we gonna say?
reminder to save.
Yeah. It happened again. I swear to God, I'm tempted to because I'm gonna rework the button. I'm tempted to just give you the command, Chaos. Chaos, do you have that button labeled? I'm tempted to give Chaos a command that's just that specific clip. Because it keeps happening. Does this even still work? The time loop works. I need to rework it, is the big thing. Jared, fuck, dude. To 1,000? Oh my god, no, 100 loops of the time, okay, 110 loops was 15 minutes. You want 150, that's 2.5 hours of time loop. Damn
Yeah,
scammed.
it's the stream.
That's the entire story of time looping. I would fucking lose my mind.
I see no issues here.
Stark, you can't lose your mind. You lost your mind. Let me check how long ago. 1.5 years.
Starky, have you tried turning yourself off and then turning yourself back on again?
I'm gonna end stream. No, great stream. That would be living in the wrong timeline right now.
The thumb's too short.
It's also probably too thick.
Thickness is fine. Remember, scroll up, look at what you're referring to in terms of where the thumb sits. It's above that curve. It's above the curve for where the meaty bit of the palm begins starting to meet the fingers.
Oh, it's actually right here. Okay, so that is about right now.
Rats,
There we go.
Rats, where the rat?
What's up, Crisp?
Starky, in terms of a one-on-one battle endurance battle, against an army of 5-year-olds who want you dead and have knives, while you have a sword, how many 5-year-olds do you think you could kill before a 5-year-old kills you?
What is this meta? Is this the new meta? Is this the new like recurrent joke for you, Soyreal? Is asking me how many various children of different ages I could fight?
New year, new gags.
If you look at the reference to the top right of the screen now, the 2025 patch, you see where the webbing connects from the palm to the thumb? Oh. Okay, so it almost connects. Okay, so it's if I break it down, so it's like here and then
Basically, you just have to move the thumb up. You currently have it a little too far back.
Yeah, that's the problem. There we go. The webbing that help us drown in the water.
Now just curve out the bottom left of the hand so that it moves in. Because one of the ways you can look at it is you have a triangle starting at the bottom of the hand, going up to where the thumb starts. And then you have the finger like everything else.
So something like this.
Well, using the reference that in the top right again, look at the meaty bit of the thumb before it gets the actual finger. You see how it's a triangle and then the thumb attaches?
Oh. So you're saying almost like something like that more?
Sorry, scroll up. It's going to be the far right tutorial for hands. You see the hand next to the closed fist.
Yes.
Draw on top of just draw a triangle from where you did that like trapezoidal pad.
Oh, I see now.
Yeah.
So something like almost like that.
Yeah, this is one of those issues. This is one of those things where I need to show you it.
There's this first streamer named Snarky, as in it's Snarky. Oh my! I tried so hard to come up with a creative name. It was impossible. Nothing new under the sun. I suppose.
I think it looks fine. God, this is terrible. Okay.
Name is Sparky. Yeah, I don't know any other Starkies. That's how I. Yes, that's how I decided to pluralize your name instead of Starkies with the IE. Hands are. I'm gonna lose my mind a little bit. To be fair, I do feel like I'm learning, but also it does feel like there's like. Actually, I think part of what might be wrong here is now that the thumb is a little bit too long. Starkey, what do you think the song "Can't Stop Singing" from Teen Beach Movie is about? I mean, it sounds like it's a love song. Song Q check. I checked the link somewhat recently. I think if memory serves, we should be fine. Okay, we have 1 minute of the current song. Oh, actually, yes. No, we can fit one more song. 35 minutes. One more song. Who wants to decide what the last song in the queue is going to be?
God, that's so bad. Okay, Starkey, I sent you a thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically saying like this, and then there's like a triangle here. Because if we connect here, and then there's like this triangle here, that's okay. I see now. I see what you're trying to tell me. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh shit, man. Well. Oh well, never mind. Someone needs to die. I'm sorry, Mystic. It's time.
I saw them mention that in the queue earlier.
I'm sorry, Mystic. It's your time. Is it me? Welcome on a see. You're glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I see what you put in the queue. Mystic put a Mariah Carey remix in the queue. All right, I'll go and close out the queue now. She's trapped and needs to sneeze. She can stay unsnoozing.
How is the awesome ball?
Welcome on in, Big Brantley. Thanks for the 20 days, you sweet bean. I'm doing all right. Just kind of like a vibey, trying to figure out art-y kind of night. She can sing her normal song. Okay, so the question is, where does? Okay, so I guess it's like we have to figure out like where the connection point is.
This would be one of those cases, Starkey, where you look at your own hand. This is a pose you can do.
Looking at my hand. Welcome on though. Give me a shout for a Sagier, by the way. I guess to be fair, like now that I think about it, like because. There we go. That looks a lot better. I was thinking pick on how I approach hands. There we go. Very handy for 3D modeling. But tish. Let me check real quick. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of the same idea where like there's almost like this triangle here that's like the connection point. Like this triangle here where like because you have the like rectangle of the hands, and then this triangle, and then this is where like the thumb connects because like there's this there's the joint like right here. Okay.
And in terms of like showing the articulation on the hand, same kind of rule. How much detail you want to show is mainly just say how detailed is the drawing you're doing.
Yeah.
So meat sausages are most likely going to be what you're going to do most of the time based on your current art style.
I want to draw like the big bappy werewolf hands. Yours is missing the meaty triangle, is it? I think I did the fucking same thing again where like I need to bring it up slightly. Like up and out. All right.
The other problem is you don't have an appropriately sized pinky.
Yeah.
The pinky's on the other side of the hand than the thumb.
Yeah. Hey, mods, Crease Mystic wins Jordans. Starkey, I apologize, but we as a community have decided to commit a crime against you.
Have you not been paying attention to the poll?
I saw it. I just didn't have a chance to read it. What is the deal with this poll? Should we as a community? It's because I have to expand chat in order to see the full like poll. steal Starky's goggles, it's theft time. I fucking hate democracy. All right, you get 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Everybody get ready to clip. Get ready to clip.
Do not encourage them. I want my goggles taken. None of you care. None of you care. None of you care. You just want my fucking goggles gone,
I have
don't you?
never seen this before.
What,
I have never seen the crying before on this model.
I use it occasionally. I know you could cry. Yeah, I have happy, I have angry, and I can cry.
I'll be honest, I usually just see you angry.
Yeah, okay, can you fucking blame me? Look at what I'm gonna have to deal with. Chad's trying to take my goggles. Also, the new model does actually have a couple of additional emotions. Flustered, scared, and a winking. Even though it does have like bilateral eye tracking. All right, take it.
What about blushing?
That's flustered. That's covered in flustered. No, stop. I hate. No, fuck you.
Did you get scanned with the goggles, God?
I would like to die now.
Bald. Bald. Bald.
And now we're in the house like carpet. Okay. Y'all got your fucking goggles. I'm in the house like carpet. Shut up. Listen, that's the final. To be fair, like I am keeping the low poly model around. It's just he's bald. He's bald. Also, the middle finger is like. The house that John built. Like my chef weirdies are, my rhymes are really cooking. my man ate. What can I say? What can I say except the man ate?
Wretch, wretch, where the wretch.
What's up, Chris?
Alright, hot take time. Chef Boyardee is to food what Weezer is to music. I will not elaborate on that.
He's out of line, but he's right. I don't know what he means, but I understand the sentiment, and honestly, you are correct.
I enjoy that I am essentially a glorified rat stand.
Listen, you're more than the rat stand. You're also someone who explains how hands work to me.
Something, something. I'll show you more personal details later. Something, something.
There you are. The middle finger was looking just a touch too thick.
How do you feel about that?
Let's add the like some of the actually hold up a moment.
You're good.
It's not bad. There's some roughness to it for sure. But like as far as hands go, for a relatively detailed one, this isn't terrible. All right, chat, let's make a jungle juice for Starky. Everyone bring their favorite drink. Just don't get don't go to the fucking airports to get do not go to the airport jungle juice. Worst mistake of my fucking life.
I don't understand this joke.
Okay, so you know what jungle juice is, right?
Yes. A mistake.
Okay, you're mostly correct. Jungle juice is basically the nickname for like the alcoholic equivalent of like swamp water, where you just mix a bunch of random shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Airport jungle juice refers to the like locations that some airports have, where you're supposed to pour out stuff you can't take on a plane. So,
Disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's the joke about the airport jungle juice is basically it's just like it's equal parts like soap, shampoo. It's just like there's 100. Oh, it's 100% soap in there. Are you kidding me? Actually, like I kind of like what I did with the thumb here. Oh, there's also gonna be hand sanitizer in there. 100%. Like that's
where the alcohol comes from.
That is straight up not safe to drink. But it'd be a hell of a story. Not even considered with backwash.
Nothing's living in there. There's nothing alive in there.
There's definitely nothing alive in there.
I'm pretty sure if you drink it, it will kill all your little gut bug friends in your stomach.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a quick. Oh my god. Oh shit, are you explaining Guilty Gear lore? Oh, yeah, I guess we got the entire Guilty Gear lore in chat. You know what? I respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it. Sorry, real asked. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. I understand why the gear is guilty now. I skipped a lot. So the question is, who is canonically the strongest character in Guilty Gear?
Why would you ask that?
Can they beat Goku? Listen. Hands off. Welcome on in Goose Cute. Glad to have you, Sweepy. Good shout for Goose Cute. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still the guiltiest gear. Okay. That's all the information I really needed to know. Okay, so if we apply this same thinking to, like, if a pose, you know? Or go ahead and... But no, welcome on in, Goose. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. TLDR, ride, wife, life good. Wife, fight back, kill wife. Wife gone, think about wife, regret. Wow. Interesting. Fascinating.
Those are words.
We're the wretch.
Starky, why did the function complain about their date? Because they didn't get a callback.
Currently, Asuka is the strongest character since he's still a gear and the world's strongest mage. Interesting. I thought Dizzy was the strongest. You see, I love it. I love it's the fucking nerd equivalent of it's the nerd equivalent of asking someone if they like pineapple on pizza. Who would win in a fight immediately starts fights and conversations over shit that does not matter.
Starky is the most powerful stand user.
Wonder Review. Wonder Review like a word of God. Araki himself said Wonder Review is the most overpowered stand. So that one at least has a correct answer.
But could it Made in Heaven simply just outlast Wonder Review?
No. Who would win in a fight, Goku or Yami Yugi? Okay, so the big thing with
Oh, really?
Because Wonder Review is fucking weird. Because Wonder Review like manipulates the force of Calamity, which is a natural force a la gravity and fate in the JoJo universe. So if Made in Heaven tried to fight Wonder Review, the instant he makes a fucking centimeter approach to Wonder Review, his entire body violently detonates. Because he's also speeding up the flow of Calamity. The man fucking takes a single step towards Toru and gets immediately like violently detonated. Like a nuclear bomb style, there is nothing left.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is you don't have to worry about taking a step. You just outlast them.
I guess. So basically you just keep resetting the universe until one of you starves to death?
Until they starve to death, yes.
Who the fuck did this?
You did.
No, I hate. Who put this in the queue? Who put iCarly X Cupcake in the queue? Which
really
one of
need to
you
pay more
godless
attention.
motherfuckers did this? Not me. So real. You're tempting me to send you back to the fucking Shadow Realm again. I'm just seeing Poochie trying to speed up time and getting run over by an extremely fast bus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like speedrunning the Yoshikage Kira fight.
basically. Just take comfort that the people who stuff your playlist with this garbage have absolutely fucked up algorithms too.
That's why you do it on. That's why you look up these all your curse stuff in private mode.
Okay, so this is giving me interesting insight because, like, if I
Oh,
were
are
like,
you actually focusing on art again and not getting
Yes.
distracted?
because I'm trying to draw like what in my mind is like probably going to be a pretty complex pose.
Okay. Start with the basic shapes.
Yes.
So,
So this is the
palm.
palm.
Okay.
We move the thumb forward.
Well, no, before that, lines. Use lines to indicate direction for fingers.
Yes. Okay.
And indicate where they connect.
Technically, there'd be a bunch of circles just overlapped here.
Where the rats?
Fun fact, E621 is a great source of poses to use as references. That's all I use E621 for, nothing else. Absolutely nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crisp?
Look, there's nothing wrong with using NSFW stuff for reference.
No,
if anything,
but-
there's less clothes getting in the way.
Yeah, but also, like, no one uses E621 just for references.
People use E621 for references.
I could see it. I could see someone, like, I could see there being a valid reason to use E621 for reference. What is E621 Camp Cool? You do not want to know the answer to that. I promise you.
Furry porn. We brought this up with him before. This is nothing new.
Oh my god, it's just the fucking flashbang, though. It's like
Yes.
Furry Rule 34, more or less. Yeah,
But with less incels and a little bit more fleshed out.
yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Because unlike anime watchers, furries fuck. The close time in sight. Okay, unlike weeaboos, furries fuck.
Why are you firing shots?
I don't care.
You absolutely do.
Death is ephemeral. Life has no meaning. Let's go watch cartoons.
Go send pictures of your naked body to friends.
Exactly. Listen, we've shot fired us all the time. Might as well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but weebs are poor, so you're fine.
Instructions are unclear. Now my nudes are on the internet. Okay, so my
I didn't say
thinking.
put them on the internet. I said send them to friends. There's a difference.
Okay, so like this would basically be this section here, where like there's just a bunch of.
Okay, I have to ask, what are you doing?
I'm basically it's kind of hard to basically I don't want to do like the like a claw, but like with each of the like fingers in a different position. Basically, I'm immediately jumping from the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I'm correcting you here. Okay, lines. Line for each finger. Go.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to figure out equidistance.
Ignore equidistance. You can do that later. Indicate where you want the positions to be. Just do lines. You don't need to skip steps.
Is this a fist? It's like no.
Okay, now
Okay, I'm thinking. We're doing the big thonk.
Yeah.
You know
So-
what? This crisp message is a confession. You know James
Basically,
changed
just
his
do
stream
just
yesterday.
do lines. You can do it either a couple different lines or just a curved line, your choice. And at the end, do a little circle to indicate the end where you're going to put your talent. Once again, doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a sketch layer.
Yeah. You know, this crisp message is a confession. You know, James changes stream yesterday. James changes stream yesterday. I think I might have awakened something in me. Frowny face. Yeah, so real.
I hope it's about TF and it's not about bad games.
I mean, here's the thing. Your options are either TF, latex, or bad games. So it's a 1 in 3 chance that it's something bad games related. There we go. 2/3 is something amazing. I'm not one to king shame. Listen.
You
I think
literally
they're-
kink shamed them an hour ago.
Yeah, because they're. Wait, what did I king shame about them? I can't remember. It's been an hour in
I'm
stream.
going to be honest. I think it might be 2 of the 3, and bad games are not one of them. Bad games are what I gifted StarkyMorph to see how he reacts.
Yep. Okay. And welcome to the world of latex GTF.
If you want some entry level stuff, I suggest looking up Venom on E621. Because we know Starky's not on there yet.
Okay.
Okay. That's your basis.
Yes.
New layer.
Yes.
So when you're on a new layer, now we're going to start making it a little bit more detailed. For now, just make them just basically make them tubes connecting at the circles. We can make it look better later. Also, do you ever change your pencil?
No. What should I? Was I supposed to?
Have you ever changed your pencil?
Here, let me use the cleaner line tool so that way, you know, there's a little bit better idea of what's going on here.
No. This would explain why you're having issues with things being seen on an emote level.
Oh no. I use this brush for emotes.
Okay.
So
with sketches, use
this is what I
sketching
use for
tools like
sketches.
pencils.
Yeah, sketches are pencils. Anything that I do line art on is with ink.
Okay. Just want to make sure on that one. Cynic, I believe the song queue is closed because Starkey is going to line.
Yeah, we're probably after this hand is done. Welcome back, Gary. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. After this hand is done, I probably will be wrapping up.
Also, zoom in. You don't have to be that far out.
Listen,
you're gonna have easier line control if you zoom in.
You are correct, but also, how dare you? How dare you be right? How dare you be right most of the time?
Cynic, you're fine.
Starkey, what are your weekend plans? So this weekend is relatively free, but only because I'm dedicating it to getting the debut stuff ready. Goosey, I've been lurking here all the time. Goosey, Goosey Jews.
I think they're excited about people in chat.
Oh, Goose. Oh, Goose Scoot. Yeah, I just realized the time. I bet all good. Don't mind me. I read chat sometimes.
You're doing art, so you're less likely to read it. That's my job.
That's fair.
Okay. Do you see why I had you do the lines and circles now?
Yes.
Once again, this is still just a sketch layer. Don't go too crazy about it. Just make them tubes. You'll make it look good later. Right here is just getting the basic structure for you to manipulate later.
I mean, this doesn't necessarily look too bad already. And then I would basically have the thumb here. So think of the triangle, and then okay. I think I'm relatively. I don't think I'm great with hands, but I think I at least understand how hands work.
Remember, this is a sketch layer. Just draw it out, even if it's behind stuff. That way, you have a better idea of what you're doing.
That's fair.
This is why I'm having you do multiple layers, is because it's going to be a bit messy, but that way you can have an easier reference of where things are in the final product.
Yeah. Time for dinner. Enjoy the process while I'm gone. The suffering continues.
Uh-huh.
I am in pain.
So much pain.
It's not almost like that.
Same as before. Lines and circles.
Fair enough.
And for the sake of the triangle here, it's just going to be another box because you're going to have to curve it because the hand is essentially a what's a 5-sided shape again?
Pentagon.
That. So it's a wonky one, but yeah. Is the main thing you're going to start thinking of now is how the palm and the meaty bits are going to fit into the spindly fingers as well.
Okay. Lower the opacity here. Because I think I have
also, your line weight took a massive jump there.
Listen, line weight might. To be fair, I actually probably.
Well, no, it looks like you swapped pencils. No. As in, I think you might have swapped your pen.
No, it's the same one. I just it's the difference between that you know.
Yeah, no, it's the pressure. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
And now here, you don't have to draw them behind each other.
Yeah.
Just focus on what you've already done.
What is happening in the music? What? What is this? Hall of the Mountain King, but it's played by a bunch of sixth graders?
To be fair, I really enjoy those videos of like classical pieces that are played by people that are really bad at playing them or are intentionally playing them off key.
Oh yeah. I love there's this video of like there's this video of a an orchestra of children where like half of them were given the music in the wrong key, but it was a fucking semitone above, so it just sounds awful.
I will never stop laughing at that Jurassic Park video with the melodies.
Anyways, now back to your regularly scheduled whatever the fuck we were supposed to be listening to.
I mean, you're the one that gave chat the request button.
You're not incorrect. This is mostly my fault. Okay, so let's hide that. That's not perfect, but it's not bad. Like, it actually looks like a pretty reasonable hand.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the thumb could probably use a little bit of, you know, looking after, but
You did that without reference, strictly from your head. Give yourself a little bit of credit.
that's fair. Mostly Honey the Captain sings along with the ship. You're not wrong, but also, how dare you? Yeah, actually, hands aren't that bad. Looking good. Especially like if I zoom out a little bit. And like if I were to add like some finer details, like the nails.
Yeah.
You know. So does that help?
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Underneath your thumb there, just make a little bit of a triangle sticking out underneath it to extend the palm a little bit, and see how that looks.
Underneath the thumb.
You see what I mean? How does that look?
I think I just need to like, yeah, there we go. That I can fix the thumb. Long nails. Don't forget hands to look at if you need it. I was like, yeah, I was just like considering that. Okay, so I think in this specific, like, for this specific pose, it's actually better to keep the thumb basically like. Actually, the thumb is even longer than I'm giving it credit for. Yeah, actually, this is not bad for not having a reference and just kind of like winging it.
There you go.
I mean, there's always room for improvement, of course.
Yeah, but you hit the 70%.
Yeah. Like I can probably like pull out those corners a little bit, just like add some sharpness, add some angularity. Starkey is arted. I've made a ton of progress. I don't necessarily think it's ever gonna feel like I'm a good artist, but I have made a lot of progress, and I can recognize that at least.
Hey, artists in chat, do you feel like you're a good artist? Please respond.
10 years in a note. No. I suppose that's fair. My art mind is just because like here's the thing. I even know like I was lurking in Delos' stream one day when he was like, yeah, I'm not happy with this piece I made. And I'm like, you fucking what? What do you mean you're not happy with it? Because it was like, it was the piece I think he did for DA, like DA's Null. I was like, what the fuck do you mean you're not happy with it? And then, because it's like, when I was like, oh yeah, like here's very, very minor things that like, because he's progressed to the point where like, that stuff does stick out to him. I feel like at my best, I've learned to accept. I feel like I'm okay at my best. I've learned to accept such much more enjoyable. That's fair. Great, I've drawn it. I haven't drawn in a while, but I hope to get some practice before my break is over. What is this? Is she is she trapped in a musical?
Oh, do you actually want context for this?
Yes.
Okay, Teen Beach Movie is one of my partner's favorite movies. The boy and the girl get sucked into the boy's favorite Grease-like musical that takes place on a beach.
Interesting.
Where it's between the greasers and the cool kids.
Huh.
1 second.
Interesting.
Okay, that has now been changed to Wednesday's Entertainment.
Oh, her new favorite?
No, it's always been one of her favorites, but it's now going to, next time you're over, we're going to watch it.
Okay. Thank you, whoever has put this in the queue, Kasai, for assigning me viewing homework.
You said you wanted to learn more about musicals.
You're not wrong. Technically, that will be my first musical I watch.
Oh, crap. If it's the first one, I gotta... No, you've seen a bunch of Disney stuff. It's fine.
Yeah. I guess, like, if you count Disney movies as musicals, like...
They are musicals, yes.
Okay, then yeah, I guess that's fine. I think, like, when I think musical, I think more like stage musical.
Yeah, no, this is like this is literally a Disney Channel original movie musical.
Interesting. Cosmic horror, to be honest. What, you wouldn't want to be trapped in a musical?
I don't want to know what happens after the musical ends. Do you just stop existing?
Good question.
Do you have to repeat it?
I like to think that you repeat it, but you retain consciousness, a la Sifrin in Stars in Time. It's the fucking Piano Man.
I'll play that one eventually.
A big fan of In Stars in Time. Do, 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 do.
Okay, are we waiting for the queue to close out?
Basically.
I mean, to finish up. All right. You know you should do then?
What?
Draw a Borb.
All right.
Borb time. Draw a Borb.
Fair enough. Draw Borb.
Wah. Wah. Wah.
Borb with the hand of final test.
Wah.
That's too orbular. That I've orbed too hard.
Doesn't matter. Keep going. You only have a set amount of time.
The hand doesn't look bad. Enlarge. Borb enlargement. Is that hand gonna snatch the hand is grabbing the Borb. I like the little Twiz, like the way Twiz draw through the like little Borb legs is just like
It looks like the hand's gonna smack the butt. Do you draw Cloacus, Starky?
no.
Is that against TOS?
Probably. No one tell John Twitch. Actually, hold up a moment. What if I... just put a little X.
You know you want to.
I did for like a couple of frames.
Congratulations on drawing NSFW for the first time this year, Starky.
Shut. Look at how he's so precious. Heavenly Potemkin, Buster, Borb. Little guy. Is he a little guy? It's so funny to me because like the instant I have a fucking like time limit, I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I suddenly have to like I can't get as worried about it.
Yeah. Like I did that on purpose.
Yeah. Little guy taunting. Hold up a moment.
Well, isn't that a derp? And now it has no soul. Up, soul's back.
Perfect. Just log in the first thing. I see his hand going for the chicken. Welcome on in, Galley Dragon. Glad to have you, sweetie. We have one more. We have one more song. What should I add to this borb?
Goggles. A lab coat. Little tiny gloves. A tinier borb. This is the chief borb in charge of borb management.
He is.
Instead of human resources, borb resources. BR.
Nuggets. What if I just posted this to Blue Sky with no context?
The hand going for the bird.
The hand going for the borb.
I mean, I think you should, but you should add a butt to it.
Cheese.
Blue
Cheese
Sky has
wedge.
Blue Sky has no issues with cloacas.
Yes, please. Draw the X you know you want to. I had to reconsider these sides of the X. Oh my.
Fantastic.
Art. How in the world do wings work again?
Okay, I have to ask.
What?
You have a bird soda,
Yes.
and you're asking how. Okay, the wings at this angle look like an orange wedge. Just draw a line from the line that's going straight to the.
I see. I see now. I see what you mean.
Because that's where their wingtips. Yeah, I think I burst a blood vessel on that one.
Oh no, I've given a friend a conniption.
It's not the first time.
Starkey doesn't fly, confirmed.
Are you kidding? Have you seen those noodly arms? Starkey doesn't do any
Shut
work
up.
for themselves. That's what the
Shut
robots
up.
are for.
Wait, did someone put this
Hey.
song in? Do I have another 2 minutes? Yeah, I got another 2 minutes.
An even tinier borb with even tiny. You should put a little clipboard underneath the wing. Also, are we gonna get a snake morph since it's the year of the snake for Starkey?
Probably not.
Since we didn't get a Durg morph last year.
You got Durg Morph. It was just a thing I'd already gotten commissioned.
Ah, got it.
The big issue was
I meant you drawing them. I meant you drawing it.
Secretary Borb. All right. To be fair, this is kind of like what I know other artists actually do this as like a kind of a means of like
Cool down.
actually like what's the term like yeah, cool down, that's it. You said the word and then it took forever for my brain to process that you'd said the word. Can we make the tiny bird have large angry eyebrows?
It is their performance review after all. Is it going well or poorly? Maybe it should have sweat drops. You're good at drawing sweat, Starky. Chat, should I just keep pressing buttons until I get put back in the box since we're at the end of stream?
Okay, that's fine. There we go. What about a little tie? Oh, no, that's precious. Hold up a moment. Hold up. We add just the oh, what in the world? He's trying to he's applying for a job. So this is getting posted to Blue Sky with no context. Is basically what's happening.
Watch it be your best post yet.
Of course it will be. It's the fucking inverse. It's like the inverse effort law.
Don't forget to glaze it before you put it up.
Sure. Don't want AI to learn how to draw hands too well. All right. All right. Thank you everyone for coming to hang out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me basically deep fry my brain. It's like that's. Did you put the butthole on the chick? Listen, it's not a butthole, it's just an X. It's a suspiciously marked X. It's
yes,
part
it's
of
a
his
cloaca.
patterning.
It's a cloaca, a very important part to boards.
All right, you're going back in the box.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye. All right, let's see who's live so I can rate out. But thank everyone for hanging out. It's a syringe mark. It's formerly Twitter. All right, let's see who's live. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully, you had a good time watching me deep fry myself in the world of art and understanding things, how things are formed better. Let's see. There's a large number of Starkist 50 Cloaca. Oceano, I'm banning you. You're being banned for just in general, but also alien symbols live. We can rate into alien symbol. We haven't rated into them since last year. Okay, it's very funny. The joke writes itself.
Yeah.
But I am tempted to rate into alien symbol. Honestly, we could do Raskus as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Raskus doing 3D modeling stuff.
Yeah.
Gua. No, that wasn't a. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Let's rate alien. Let's go ahead alien symbol. Alien symbol is second sweet bean. Also, I'm a big fan of his work.
Yeah.
Let me see. Raid message is going to be let's go with lab break.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will be the raid message. Use my Uber to whoever's emotes you haven't have. If you're not subscribed, notably it is a follower emo. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to use this.
Yeah.
I should probably standardize these as what's the term for it? There's a term for it. Like commands. There we go. But yeah. Anyways, if you like to stay, let's start the raid over to alien symbol. Alien symbol, for those of you who follow them on Blue Sky or Twitter, heckin' spectacular. So you guys will love them to bits. But yeah. If you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including when we'll be going live, Blue Sky is the place to be, at StarkyMorph over there. Additionally, I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch from the VODs there, see what all you've been up to. I have you got the whole artistic process thing going on. Additionally, the general vibe of, playing a lot of indie games, a lot of Factorio, a lot of, we picked up Amber Isle. Amber Isle is heckin' adorable. But yeah. I have a YouTube if you like to catch the VODs there. I have a Discord if you like to hop there. Say hi to all the sweet beans. See the curse content of the sweet beans post. And I have a TikTok if you like to see content made myself as well as my editor Machio. So today is the last. I will be taking next week off. I will not be streaming at all next week because I will be busy spending that time working on stream stuff as part of my re-debut, which will be on the 13th. On the January the 13th, which is a Monday, I will be doing a re-debut for the new model. I will hopefully in that time get a lot of new redeems up and running. So lots of exciting stuff. I'll also trying to do my best to like do like, you know, some amount of hype posting. I have like the hype post already. I will probably post that sometime sometime Sunday. And yeah, the trailer, if you guys manage to get sufficient stuff for that. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna catch you all on the 13th for the re-debut. I love you all to bits. Bye.